Yes, sir. What up, though? Man, oh man. Big day. Big day. Happy Friday to you. I appreciate y'all stopping in. We'll get going here just in a second. Lots to get into today. And it's a Friday. Are you kidding me? Doesn't get much better. It does not get much better. Okay, just getting everything set up. Did I see the Scotty Scheffler news this morning? I did. What in tarnation is going on out here? Yo, welcome in. Yeah, what the heck? The Scotty news was insane. My buddy Frank. So let me backtrack. I'm off work today. I took today off, and EA Sports just doing me a solid in deciding that they wanted to drop the news today of the EA trailer, the reveal trailer, and updates yesterday about when the new game's going to come out. All that stuff really lined up perfectly for me just having the day off already. So the Scotty Scheffler news, I opened my phone this morning and my buddy Frank, who was already off to work, was like live tweeting everything, every little update that was going on, and it was insane and a pretty sketchy situation, it sounds like, with Scotty and the security slash what ended up being police officers. Like, it sounds like it was pretty crazy. So I've sort of kept an eye on it a little bit throughout the morning, just seeing what's going on. I think he's actually either just teed off or is about to tee off. So I think he eventually made it back to the course and stuff, and he's going to end up playing. But yeah, pretty insane situation. So holy cow. Thank you guys for tuning in. So here's the deal for today. I've got the EA College Football 25. It's going to take me a second to get used to the new title. I'm going to be so used to saying NCAA football, but I've got the EA College Football 25 reveal trailer pulled up on the official YouTube channel. It is going to premiere at 11 a.m. Eastern, which is about 19 minutes from now. So my thought is we'll hang out. We'll take a look at some of the stuff going on around the game. I haven't really done any of this on the channel where I've looked at some of the information and we've talked about what's going on with the game. So we'll dive into what's up. We'll watch the reveal trailer. And then I have in the background, you guys can kind of see it down here, I have it tabbed up. The college football revamped game is already up and running. So we will play this. So last time I streamed, we made it through the, I guess it's technically the second round. I don't know what they're going to call it in the 12-team playoff, but the top 4 seeds get a bye, and then we played the Peach Bowl. So we played the winner of the 8-9 game, which ended up being North Carolina State, and we advanced to what is the traditional 4-team playoff. So, excuse me. So anyway, so that's on dock today. I'm off work today. I've got nothing else going on. Maybe pause to get some lunch. But other than that, I don't see why we can't finish out the story, whatever that means, right? The new game only has like a hot minute left. And it's like, you know what? Why don't we just play the Orange Bowl against Wisconsin? If we win, we'll take a breath, we'll get a drink of water, we'll use the bathroom, and we'll come back and we'll play the college football playoff today. Why don't we just bang out both? So this could very much be like an all-day 3, 4, 5 hour long stream, like the good old days where your boy had energy to go the long haul. But I'm hyped up on, I've got some Celsius energy drinks in my hand. I've got some water. I've got food. So I'm thinking that's going to be the vibe today. I think we're going to hang out. We're going to watch the reveal trailer, and then we'll dive into some games. There's a good chance that the season 6 story could be over today. And with only a little over 2 months left, right? May 5th, it's like May 17th to July 19th. I don't know. Maybe that's the end of the series. Probably not. I'd like to go through the off season. I'd like to see what's going on, but this could be it. We might just be hanging out playing another game until the new game drops. I really don't know. So anyway, long story short, that's kind of what we're planning to do today. So thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for watching. If you're watching the VOD, I appreciate you. I've been doing a good job adding chapter markers to these live streams when we're done. So you can scrub through and find the timestamps of exactly what part of what you want to do and when you like what part of the video you want to watch. So if you want to skip through all of this stuff, I'll have that down below when we get done with the stream, and you guys can kind of scrub through. So yeah, so that's what's up, man. Caleb says, side note, where can I get that hat? So this is actually fresh out of the Kimbroplays store. This is kind of a throwback. My life as a content creator originally started on Twitch, and my Twitch community kind of like prompted me to build out my own merch store, which I don't really talk about or feature in any of our videos. Like, I've never really talked about it, you know, as I've been doing the whole like creating content on YouTube story. But I'll switch over here so you guys can see it. If you've never been, I actually have my own website that has all of this stuff out there. So Kimbroplays.com is the domain, and I'm super proud of it. And I've done a really, really thorough job sort of building out the Kimbroplays store with sort of updates about stuff I've got going on, my merch, information about me, including the Twitch channel and stuff about my wife. We've got some of the biggest episode 1s of our series, like our golf series was hugely popular. Obviously, this revamped Dynasty has been hugely popular, so that's all featured out there. It links back to our Instagram account, some of the socials, and I am a former heavy-duty Fortnite Rocket League player, so I've got an Epic Games creator code that you can use as well. So there's links to my Discord, there's merch, there's information about our Spotify, so there's a ton of stuff out here. My boy Kangwin, who's been with me forever, he's shouting out saying the merch is top tier. I appreciate that. But like, for example, here's the hat I'm actually wearing right now, the Supreme t-shirt. I've got like some long sleeve hoodies. I've got a couple like sweatshirts with like certain insignia across the chest and stuff down the side that says like Kimbroplays. I've got some kids stuff. I've sort of built out quite a merch store. I've been super proud of it, and we've had a lot of people, especially when everybody was in COVID and I was streaming a lot more than I have been. We were doing a lot of things with this stuff, which is pretty cool. So I've never really talked about it here on the YouTube channel. It's linked. Like if you scroll through my channel, you'll see links to everything. You'll see, you know, links out to my website, links out to my Twitch account, whatever social media. But like, yeah, I have a whole merch store, including what I'm calling like the Supreme logo. So it's my channel name inside of the red box, and it's some of my favorite merch. I have both of these items. I have this long sleeve shirt. I have the hat. It's super comfy. It's super quality. Like, I've had it for a couple of years and it stands the test of time. So yeah, man, pretty good stuff. I'm glad you like the hat when I'm wearing it. I'm glad I got a chance to show off the merch store. So pretty good stuff. If you're ever interested, definitely go take a look, or you can always message me and ask. I remember telling my Twitch chat back in the day, like, anything that you would like to see, just let me know. Like, that's the nice thing about having your own website. I don't have to sort of be at the behest of someone else creating all of it. I can do all the design and all of the elements in-house. So if you like a certain logo, but you don't see it on a sweatshirt, or you'd prefer it on a t-shirt, or you'd like to have it on something red versus I'm only offering it on something blue, there's lots of variety and things we can do. So if you're ever looking for something in particular, certainly just let me know, and we can kind of like mock it up and make it happen. So yeah, man, that's it. That's the deal with that. So let me go back here. I'm trying to keep an eye on the clock. It looks like we're still on track, about 12 minutes away from the reveal trailer, which is going to be super dope. I wanted to look here. Some of the news that dropped yesterday, I didn't really talk about it. I shared, I think, something on Twitter, but we didn't really get into it, and I'll make this a little bigger so everybody can see what it says. Basically, like, the game has a release date. So this is the deluxe edition cover, which is pretty sick. So you've got the college football playoff, or the college football 25 cover. A few different players are featured. You got a bunch of different teams featured. This is actually slightly wider and shows a little bit more than I think what we've seen in the past. Like, I don't remember seeing an LSU helmet or a Utah helmet. You got Edwards, Ewers, and Hunter. You see Milroe, Beck, and Judkins also in there. So kind of cool. My boy Quinshon going to be sick for us. Game's coming out July 19th, which we just got word of, which is not that far away. Literally 2 months away. So super dope. If you get the deluxe edition, you can get it July 16th, so you can get it a few days early. So I think for sure we're going to be talking about having this July 16th. Actually, I haven't even checked. Let's look. May, June, July. So the 16th is a Tuesday. So I think we might have to like take like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off of work, maybe. I don't know. I got to look at the calendar, but I definitely want to get in the game as early as possible and create some content the week that it drops, and then we'll get back into our regular flow. But it's good to know. Okay, the 16th is a Tuesday, so good to know. It looks like College Football 25 will only be available on PS5 and Xbox. So that's something that I was a little disappointed to see. I've been playing College Football Revamped on controller. I've got a PS5 controller here, but I've been playing it here on my PC, and it's been super nice to be able to just kind of like fire up my computer that I'm already going to have to be on in the first place and play the game. So I was a little disappointed to see it not being released on PC, but I'm definitely fired up regardless, even if it's on PS5. I have a PS5. I just don't usually use it for the content. It's just upstairs, kind of like my casual off-stream non-content creator stuff. My wife plays it a little bit on a couple games as well. So a little bit like of a downer to not have it on PC, but I think it'll be fine. I think we'll be good to go. So Caleb says, how do you feel about Judkins representing OSU versus someone who's on the team? That's a great question, Caleb. I think Buckeye Nation in general is fine. We don't really have anybody who I think rises to the level of being a cover athlete. Like we don't even have a quarterback named yet, so you couldn't put a quarterback on there. We have 2 returning running backs you could make a case for, and I know some people have said Travion, but Quinshon, as a person relevant in college football, is as popular as anybody else on our team. Obviously it would have been Marv last year. It would have been a no-brainer that Marv would have been the guy. He might have been the only guy. So if this game would have came out in 2024, there's a chance it's just Marvin Harrison and it's game over. So not super worried about it. Not super freaked out. Ohio State's been really happy with Quinshon. Like his whole spring, he's been really excited about being a Buckeye and has had nothing but nice things to say. So I don't think anybody's really up in arms about it. Kangwin says, I'm off work that week. I will be in all the streams. Hell yeah, bro. We're going to turn up. I'm going to literally, I'm off yesterday. I had to do some work, #ad work. And then I'm off today and we're streaming. But so I haven't been back into work to mess with anything in a minute and take those days off, but I'm absolutely going to try to get as many of those days off that week as possible. It's going to be sick. My boy Rick in the chat. What's up, Ricky? Looks like you're stuck with me and Frank. I think we are stuck. We're stuck. Are you going to take time off, Ricky, by the way? Are you going to take some time off and try to watch this or try to play this game on release date? We need to text and figure it out. So I'm in a group chat with our boy Only Franks and Ricky, and we are constantly talking about this game and Madden and everything that's going on. So we got to figure out, are we going to get this deluxe edition? Are we going to get the MVP bundle? So let me keep going through that. So it's only on PS5 and Xbox, no PC, and then also no PS4 and no, what is it, Xbox One? Wait, what is the Xbox called? Yeah, is it Xbox One? I don't remember, but because I'm not an Xbox guy, I'm a PlayStation guy, but whatever the old gen Xbox was, I think it's Xbox One. So yeah, so only on next gen and no PC, which is kind of crazy, but we'll make it work. And then you can pre-order the MVP bundle, which gives you deluxe edition of College Football 25 and the deluxe edition of Madden. So I don't know what to do here because I'm not an Ultimate Team player, but I definitely think we might play Madden here too. I could see a world where I'm streaming 2 to 3 times a week and we're trading back and forth between a Madden series and a college football series. So I don't know what we do. So here's the bundle for the MVP package. You're gonna get Madden. You're gonna get College Football 25, which is actually kind of sick. It looks like digital only, so you won't get a physical copy. I think that's important for you to know, Rick. I don't know if that's gonna count for you to not get the actual hard. Long story short, Ricky has every Madden ever, collector's style. So I don't know if that's going to make sense for you to have the digital only version of Madden. So maybe this deal doesn't count, but if it does, good to know. So yeah, so that's going to be crazy. Kingwin asks, Ricky says, I'll just not sleep that week. I'm down. No sleep. Just Team Celsius and energy drinks. We'll just power through. I wonder if the games are linked so you can create a player in college and get drafted and play in Madden. I definitely think so. That, like, the fact that they were able to do that like 10 years ago technologically, I absolutely expect them to be able to connect EAs to flagship football games and like play either as a player or even like a draft class and port it over into whatever you're doing in Madden. It was like literally 10 years ago they were able to do that. So I definitely think they're going to be able to do that. What I'm curious about is, are you going to be able to send like some of your Ultimate Team cards over? I'm not an Ultimate Team player, but like, I wonder if that's going to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Ricky says, I also have every NCAA, so no, I'm not getting digital, which is fair. I think the digital bundle makes a lot more sense if you're an Ultimate Team player and you know you want to buy both games, because it'll give you early access to both games, which is the only reason why I would suggest it, Ricky, because you get the 3-day early access on both. So August 13th and August 15th. I hear music. Do you guys hear that? Do you hear that? Dude, it's like 5 till. Wait a minute. It is so early. All right, we got to pause the music. We got to turn this shit up. It randomly just like the video started playing and has a countdown. Like, we have a minute and a half, boys. A minute and a half. Okay, hold on. I don't want to mess it up. So, okay, last thing. So you get like all of these college football points and these Madden points. So I'm wondering if that's worth it more than anything else. Like maybe those college football points are used for like recruiting? Is that what it's for? I don't know. It's kind of crazy. So anyway, so we'll get back into this after the video, but can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear the music? Does it sound good? It sounds good to me, but let me know. Do 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 do. Yo, let's go. We got a minute. Dog, I'm like literally goosebumps. This game might fucking let us down. EA Sports has been dropping the bag. But what if it's great? Like, that's what my boy Frank keeps saying, like, oh, it's gonna suck. Like, Ultimate Team's they're just gonna try to get everything. He might be right. And the gameplay might be just like Madden, and it might suck. But what if it doesn't? What if it's fucking incredible? What are we gonna do? Like, am I gonna lose my job? Is my wife gonna be mad at me and like kick me out of the house because I'm a degenerate and all I do is want to play college football? I don't know. It just might happen. Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. 10 seconds. Let's go, boys! Okay, here we go. It's happening. It's actually happening. I'm so scared. Boise, the blue field of Boise. Howard's Rock. Played like a champ at Notre Dame. I think that's an Eagle at Boston College. Yeah, BC. Fuck the Gators. Okay.
Finally, it is here. You can take all that
Chris
game stuff and throw it out. The eyes of the nation are on this field today, and that's what these players live for.
Yo! Not the Welcome to the Jungle music. Bevo! Okay, the Demon Deacons? Of course. The band's playing it! Yo! Oh my god, it looks incredible. Dog, I'm freaking out. Fuck Michigan. Kyle McCord! No! Oh my gosh. The toe drag. Oh. The custom defensive celebrations. Sit down, Jalen. Oh God, it looks amazing. Dog, it looks fantastic. Travis Hunter. Fuck Michigan. Brutus. Whoa. Dog. Dog. Yo. Are people losing it? There's 70,000 people who just watched this. And it's like W's all over. Look at this. We got to hit it with some hearts. That was fantastic. I mean, like, it's a trailer. I get it. But what? How fire? How fire was that? No way. Okay. I got to put my head around what we just saw. And I'm sure we can go back and watch. Whew. What'd you guys think? I need some initial thoughts. What do we think? What do we think? I'll scrub through here so we can see it. It was only, it looks like it was 2 minutes long. I'll pause right there. Yeah, I think it was only about 2 minutes. Okay, I wasn't ready for that. Dude in all caps, crying, throwing up, and shitting on myself. I'm dying. Zach in the building, what's going on? Looks like Madden. It does obviously look like Madden. I think the player models, they probably didn't have everything in order to not have it look like Madden. I don't know though, because like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Like maybe you end up in a situation where like the actual gameplay movement doesn't feel like Madden, but like the bodies look like Madden. I don't know. I know that was fantastic. Let's watch it one more time. What do you guys think? All right, let's run it back. Here's where we were. That was fire. Especially when the marching bands kicked in and started playing Welcome to the Jungle. I mean, the grass looks fantastic. The lighting looks fantastic. Wait till we play this on a next-gen console, right? Like, are you kidding me? The player models do remind me of Madden, but like relative to college football revamped. Oh, Chris Fowler. Sick. Absolutely sick. I mean, the lighting looks fantastic. That looks incredible. All those players look incredible. Got the motorcycle in there. I'm surprised they didn't show jump around. Maybe they did and I missed it. We'll have to keep an eye out for what we missed. No script Ohio? I'm biased as a Buckeye fan, but oh, the rain effects looked fantastic on that. Okay, we're going to have to try to see if we can scrub through this like frame by frame. Oh, the fireworks display. Killer. Why do they have to do my Buckeyes like that and then go straight to Kyle McCord? I'm going to have to I'm going to have to send a sternly worded email to EA. You go Ohio State missing a tackle in the game against Michigan straight to Kyle McCord at Syracuse. That's fucked up. Yo, the defensive turnover celebrations, I know they're a bit much in college football, but the fact that they have them in the game, I think is actually fire. Jalen Milroe in the Jordan 1s. Obviously have to call that out. That's going to be insane. I saw Jordan 11s right there. Fuck Michigan holding up the trophy. I completely forgot about that. Like, I didn't even pay attention to that when we watched it the first time. I know they hoisted, but wait until the NCAA takes it away. Just wait, y'all. All right, I don't think I can scrub. Yeah, I can only go for like 5 seconds forward. Okay, I'll see if I can get my pause game right. Lighting, fantastic, right? It's Howard's Rock. Looks incredible. Like, next gen, it's going to be insane. Pretty straightforward. Like, we've seen scenes like this, but it looks good. Like, the unis look great. Obviously. What else we got going on here? I'll turn this down a little bit so we don't have to hear the music so much. This, I don't know what this room is. I've never seen this before at Florida. Like, I'm not a SEC fan. I'm not in Florida, so I don't really know. But if this is part of their tradition, the room itself looks fire. Regardless of the little gator head they're all touching, the like inside the stadium looks fantastic. 10 out of 10, right? That too, like all these murals on the wall at LSU. I don't know anything about the win bar, but like That looks gorgeous. You can't tell me if you're not a fan of that team that you're not going to freak out when you get like a pregame cutscene like this. It's going to be insane. Absolutely. Jack says it's part of our tradition. Are you at Florida or at LSU? Helicopters look sick. Obviously. Insane. I got a notie that YouTube's going to run some ads, so don't say I never did anything for you. I'm going to skip this round of ads for you guys so we can just stay alive. Okay. Was that Texas? This is Wyoming, right? Some snow coming down, more Clemson. Okay, this scene I think is the first time where I was like, holy shit. Jack, shout out to you. Not a Gator fan. I'm a Buckeye, technically, up in Columbus. I've been to Gainesville. Gorgeous campus. Super fire. So, shout out to you. Shout out to Urban. I hate LSU. The same way we feel about Michigan. I feel it. Needed Marshall in the trailer. Good point. Definitely didn't see Marshall, but we're going scene by scene here. Like, this looks crazy. Like, the fact that you can have so many unique and distinct character models here, that's the power of, like, next gen. I don't see, like, a ton of people who are wearing, like, the same outfit. You know what I mean? Like, we'll take a look. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but, like, for example, this guy in the plaid, I don't know how well you can see him. I don't think we see another person wearing a plaid shirt. There's a guy up here in stripes, but it's not the same shirt. Like, that would be insane. If you have entire sections, maybe hundreds of character models that are unique before you copy and paste to the next section over. I can't wrap my mind around that. This looks gorgeous. I love that. Bevo. LSU doing their thing. The Demon Deacon. Okay. Scotty. The Trojan with the sword. Okay, hold on. Let me go back here. One more thing I noticed. Check this out. This scene of Pitt. First of all, the marching band looks good. That's obviously what you're drawn to at first. But check out the sidelines, right? Let's check out the sidelines. You've got all of the benches, got the Gatorade, got the trainer's table, bunch of like bikes. You got the medical blue tent. So them dialing in what's going on the sidelines, so sick. Right? Love that. The cheerleaders, that's fine. It's whatever. The band, that's fine. That's whatever. But like, also like a fuck ton of like support staff. And these guys might be copy and pasted, but like them filling out the characters inside of like the sidelines is a huge thing. Like we've needed that sorely. Check out the media clusters. You got like, what is that? 7 or 8 different people taking photos up here and they're kind of like sporadically added. So like filling out the sidelines in the stadiums, like A+. Absolutely love that. Whiteout at Penn State. I wanted to see this one. This one was sick. I called this out when we were watching it live the first time. The helmets here in Washington. Look at the raindrops on the helmets. Like, regardless of the player models, that is sick. That is so sick to have, like, the reflection in the rain. And you can see it's kind of coming down when this was live. Love that. Looks fantastic. A+. What do we got? We got Penn State coming in. Sorry about the audio. I'm trying not to do that too much, but looking good. Oregon. Or was that? No, that was Baylor. That was Baylor. Texas A&M. I love, this is going to sound so stupid. If you've played Madden for the last few years, this new animation from the offensive lineman who's running out of the tunnel, the guy who like jumps and like flexes, it looks new and it looks athletic. Like, shout out to this. That guy, number 71. All these guys look so dope. These guys look so dope coming through. We'll take a look. There's a couple jukes here. The animation, I will say this doesn't, I don't love this. This is fine. The catch animation in the juke looks good. This play on Michigan, and it's not because I'm an Ohio State alum. I promise. I promise. Welcome in, by the way, all 60 of you guys watching. Much love. We're checking out the trailer. This to me looks like a locked-in animation. Like, if you've been playing the game, you know what it's like, where you just like, you try to make a tackle and the game has already decided you're going to have the weird stiff arm animation, and you're going to like, the guy's going to fall forward and eventually you're going to shoestring tackle him like 5 yards downfield. I would love to have that not be in the game, but we'll see. We do have to call out a couple things though. And I know it's a little blurry, so maybe I'll come back to this screenshot. Look at how fire a couple things are on Donovan Edwards. And I know he's a cover athlete. Look at this. So you got Donovan Edwards wearing the new like racing helmet. You know what I mean? With the visor that doesn't like have a bar across the top on the face mask. So it like goes up into the helmet. And I don't remember what make and model that is, but it looks sick. He's got the tape, right? The turf tape all the way down the side, looking incredible. I mean, that looks great. I mean, I know that's my Buckeyes getting shit on, but that looks fantastic, especially like the new helmet in the game. I love that. The Riddell Axiom. Yes. Shout out Caleb. Good call. Jack said, I'm catching up on chat, by the way. I was a part of the national anthem flyover, Florida State and Florida this past season, in the environment in the swamp was crazy. Yeah, hell yeah. That would be sick. I know they get rowdy in there. What console am I getting it on? King Cam? I'm probably going to get it on PS5, to be honest. I've got a PS5 upstairs. I don't think I need to get an Xbox. I think that's going to be pretty much the same game. So we'll definitely go with the PS5, which would be dope. Love the Buckeye unis, white cleats, white socks, white tops on the road. Looks great. Michigan uniform, can't lie. Looks like it's real. Looks legit. My boy Kyle McCord at Syracuse handing the ball off. And this is what I said earlier. Is EA trying to troll Buckeye Nation? Like for real though. Like for real though. Like you're going to go from Ohio State. The only real time you see an Ohio State uni, he's getting dragged in the dirt by Michigan on the road. And then you're going to cut in the very next scene to Kyle McCord. Like, if you're an Ohio State fan, you know how much we can't stand Kyle McCord and how much we wanted him to transfer. Like, he basically cost us the Natty last year, and you're going to go from Michigan, Ohio State, straight to Kyle McCord, bro? Buckeye Nation is fired up. I'm sending an email. Okay, so real quick. Graphically, it looks great. Very interesting to have the QB option to go with long sleeve shirt underneath the uni. We see it in real life all the time. Kyle used to look like this when he was at Ohio State. This is fire. I'm a big like what they're wearing, like equipment guy. I love it to be as realistic as possible. It's one of my favorite things of these games. And even if it looks like Madden, I will have to give Madden a ton of credit for like the accessories being dialed in. So the idea that you can have the long sleeve shirt coming out of the jersey, I think is fire, especially on the quarterbacks. I love that. We little end around. Florida State. We got the Hawkeye wave, right? Up to the crowd in Iowa. That looks great. It's a fine tradition. I think it's really sweet that they do this, but like it also looks great. So I'm glad that like this is in the game and the player models look good. It's pretty fire. Gameplay and player models look exactly like Madden. I think you might be right, Levi. Like it does look a lot like it, but at the same time, slapping like some college football stuff on it, I think is going to make people excited. Matt Cruz said newsletter came out and has a lot of details. Matt, will you link that for me, or can you tell me like where it is? Did it come out like on their page, or is it out of like Matt Brown's extra points or whatever? Somebody let me know where the newsletter is. We'll pull it up and we'll read it together. Michigan alum probably made the trailer. You might be right. That's what it feels like. Texas, looking good. Love the toe drag. Toe drag looks fire here. Backflip, that's fine. Quinn looks pretty good. He's got the mid cleats on. Not mad about it. He looks pretty good. Decent throwing animation. That's fire. Right? The one-handed toe drag on the back hip. Love that. I don't know who 17 is for LSU, but also love the what do we call that? The boot? I can't remember what it's called. Like I'm drawing a blank, but when you get the tape all up the feet, that looks good. Love that. Yep. The championship belt from Bama. That's pretty funny. He just like comes out on the field with a championship belt. Where's the officials? No officials criticize, like get back. No coaches get off the field. I mean, I'd like to see this maybe on the sideline versus like I think it takes some of the realism if they're coming out onto the field like this, but it looks pretty good. It's fine. Spats. That's what they're called. Spats. Good call, Caleb. The wave to the crowder is at the Iowa Children's Hospital. Yeah, Children's Hospital. I don't know if I said wave to the crowd. I meant the hospital. I meant the hospital if I didn't say it. Actual gameplay reveal. Hero, not really. It's mostly like traditions and stadiums and uniforms. There's a couple scenes where you can see a little bit of the gameplay, but it's not like a deep dive into gameplay. So I'll run it back in full once we go scene by scene here real quick. I was hoping they were going to change the engines at least significantly. Levi, you're exactly right. I mean, Madden doesn't feel very good. I don't love it. I would love for them to be two distinctly feeling games. We'll see. At the very least, I'd love for us not to have a million animations that make the game sort of like unplayable. So I don't know. I'm trying to not get too worked up. That looks good. Who is this? Who is this they're playing? Eastern Carolina? Those helmets look insane, right? Helmets look insane. Army at home playing ECU. Is that right? Looks fire. Yeah, let me know where the newsletter is. Is it on their webpage, by the way? Because we'll look at it next. Looks good. The duck on the back of the bike. This is fire. Like, look how fire this is. You got my man dunking the football after the turnover. Fire. Love that. Pass rush. Milroe going down. Player models are okay here, right? Player models are okay. Like, it looks like Madden. I don't think we're going to be able to get away from that for a minute until they're on, like, a new... I think, what are they, still on Frostbite from EA? The game engine. So, it might take a minute. But, like, in general, I like the knee braces. We got the spats. We got the taped gloves still. We got the rubber pad elbow. Not bad. It looks pretty good. I'm okay with it. What else we got? Under latest news on the game page. Okay, I will definitely check that out here in a minute. Thank you guys for that. We'll look into it. Milroe looks okay. I think he looks all right. I think he looks a little thin. I know Jalen's not like super built, but for some reason he looks a little wiry to me. Maybe it's like, I don't know. I like when the quarterbacks have smaller shoulder pads, and I haven't looked at Jalen Milroe in a minute, but like that he feels like kind of like chunky. Like not chunky heavy, like too wide maybe. So anyway, we'll look at that. Thank you guys for the link. We'll fire that up here in just a second. Travis Hunter in the corner of the end zone. Looks good. Got to go back here. Oh, wait, I missed it. Hold on. Okay, from this scene, you can tell Jalen Milroe's rocking the Jordan 1 football cleat, which I think is so dope. Love that. That's real. That everybody's wearing that these days. I love how that looks. Another good look at him right here. It's a great looking cleat. Fire. And then after this catch and after Travis Hunter, they show Michigan celebrating. Let's take a look. You got the Jordan 1 Concord or Jordan 11 Concord blue. Love that. That's fire. Players look decent. Fans look decent. I mean, I know it's Michigan and I hate Michigan, but like that's not a bad scene. Will Johnson taking a picture of his teammate. Throwing up the U. This looks good. This scene of Harden. Yeah, the throwing motion looks pretty bad. I will say that. Yeah. Arizona's all over it. Milroe didn't look very smooth on the throw, but we'll see. I wonder if you can have different throw styles. I would love that. That's the way it used to be. This looks sick. I gotta take a moment to like call this out. This UCLA like back plate on the running back, I think looks so dope. Obviously, he's got the towel sticking out the back in the middle. He's got the long sleeve shirt coming through underneath the jersey like we talked about a few minutes ago. That looks fire. That looks fire. And then the back plate looks real as hell. So I'm a huge fan of that. Maybe you'll get a chance to have more than just like one back plate option, especially for skill positions. That would be so dope. Love the way that looks. My boy Brutus. Gotta get a grab of my boy Brutus. Gotta check out how he looks. He looks fire. It's our first shot of the shoe. Shout out if you guys are new here. Buckeye alum. Got my helmets in the background. Let's go. So the shoe looks great. That is exactly what it looks like. I can tell you because I've been on the field a bunch of times as a member of the band. Looks fantastic. That is exactly what the media looks like. They just kind of like line up down here. I don't know where the team is. The players, they're kind of far away, but doing the thing. We see the blue medical tent again on the sideline, so the sideline's going to be bolstered. Yeah, shoe looks great. No complaints. Can't be mad. Brutus looks fine. He's crazy looking, but he's good. Yeah, that looks good. Got the Illabuck. More just random stuff. This is what, at the Rose Bowl probably, because Michigan has like the big, press box back here. So you got Donovan hoisting, and probably at the Rose Bowl, I would guess. Yeah, looks good. I like it, y'all. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, for what it is today, a couple months out from the game, I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I'll get some music going again, and we'll take a look here at this newsletter. Thank you guys for stopping in. I'm Kimbroplays. If you're new to the channel, if you're checking out post reveal, I'm a content creator, long time. I'm here on YouTube. I mostly make NCAA14 content. Fired up for the new game. Cannot wait for it to come out. So be sure to subscribe if you guys are new. I'm currently in Season 6 of a Marshall Dynasty on the Revamp channel. That's what we're going to do the rest of the day today. If you guys are sticking around and you're looking for something to watch. So definitely hang out. I appreciate y'all. Okay. So I'm looking here. Are we on the news page? Are we on the news page? Is this it? That's the reveal trailer now has a link. Wait, is it? Am I on the right spot? Is this gameplay stuff? What's today? Campus huddle. Is this what we need? Oh, I think we need this, y'all. Let me know if there's something else that I should be looking at. But I think this is it, right? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try not to read it to you guys like you're 10, but if you're listening to the stream, I'll definitely read it. Welcome to the Campus Huddle, your news for EA25. Today we have information on features and modes straight from our development team. There will be even more content this summer as we prepare for July 19th. Turn me the fuck up. Let's go. You have waited long enough. There's the link to the reveal trailer. We just went through that. All right, let's take a look. In EA College Football 25, you'll experience explosive gameplay with Campus IQ across 134 different schools. For the first time ever, athletes like Quinn Ewers, Donovan Edwards, and Travis Hunter are in the game thanks to a groundbreaking NIL deal. Saturday will never be the same as you immerse yourself in iconic atmospheres, etch your own legacy. Let's dive into the features, modes, presentations, and more coming when the game releases. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, Campus IQ. Immerse yourself in authentic, fast-paced college football gameplay with Campus IQ, a suite of features built to deliver wide-open, fast-paced, and uniquely college football gameplay. Test your strategic decision-making with the all-new Composure System, player wear and tear, screen-shaking home field advantages, and dozens of diverse play styles across 134 FBS teams. Interesting. Wide-open and fast-paced gameplay, powered by a wide range of player ratings that fluctuate throughout a game. Interesting. Team tiers and new in-game passing mechanics. College Football 25 delivers strategic, fast-paced gameplay reflecting the true depth of college football. So in-game ratings gonna change. That's interesting. And then you got team tiers and new in-game passing mechanics. Okay. Fast-paced gameplay. Is that a commentary on how people don't like the way Madden feels? I haven't played the most recent Madden because I kind of boycotted it. So you guys will have to let me know in the chat. With the new wear and tear system, as the hits add up, players wear down. Managing your players' health, limiting fatigue, assessing risk of injury, and avoiding on-field mistakes by using strategic subs to ensure your players are at their best when it counts the most. Okay, this is interesting. Sorry, I'm banging my mic. I'm too excited. This is interesting to me because I think if you guys have played NCAA 14 and you've done a Dynasty, you know that we've needed them to tinker how often players get injured. Like, there's the fact that there's no fatigue, there's hardly any subs. I build this great roster of, 80 players. I think it's 70 in NCAA 14, right? 85 scholarship players, but I barely have to use them. I barely ever have to dive into depth, and I hate that about the game. So if you're telling me that we have to manage wear and tear during this game, during the season, to avoid injuries and, figure out how we're going to handle things, I love that. I love that. Give me some more realism on the actual physicality of college football. Pre-snap recognition makes the decision behind every snap matter more. Do you trust in your high-skill seniors, or do you take a risk with an untested freshman? Read the game, then read your players to make the right decision when it matters most. Pre-snap recognition is interesting. Does that mean, like, if I've got a younger player, I'm not going to be able to see certain play art? Or I don't know how they're going to do that, because, like, clearly as a user, I can see two high safeties or single high coverage, for example. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Okay, home field advantage. Game-altering home field advantage rattles your rivals in college football's toughest places to play. Test your squad's road game composure and confidence as you play through distractions like screen shaking, missing pre-play icons, and moving play art. So that feels like stuff we know. That feels like stuff we're familiar with, right? All of the home field advantage, like you have to eventually level up your coach to be able to stop the screen shake or stop the kicking, freeze your kicker stuff. That stuff doesn't feel too surprising. My boy Frank in the chat, can't wait for Ultimate Team, said no one ever. Yeah, I'm definitely a Dynasty guy, so we'll see. Talking about not enough injuries as you're in the Final Four without your starting quarterback. Yeah, Kangwin, that's hilarious. I do have a series going, and my Heisman runner-up quarterback just got injured at the start of the college football playoff, so you love to see that. Hate it. Okay, iconic atmospheres. From the big house to the swamp, Tuscaloosa to College Station, experience the decibel-shaking soundscapes of college football, putting you inside the stadium. Alongside all the iconic rituals and traditions that make you feel right at home. Revel in the storied traditions, sights, and sounds of college football every Saturday with unique team runouts, rival rituals, synchronized crowd chants, loudness meters, as well as real game day audio, fight songs, and of course, mascots. It'll feel like home everywhere you look. I love that. That looks fire. That looks fire. Caleb says he just sent me an IG post with detailed screenshots. Thank you. If you guys are seeing stuff, by the way, as I'm reading through this, feel free to send them. I'm Kimbroplays everywhere. You can DM me. You can send me stuff on Twitter, Instagram. So Caleb, thank you for that. I'll pull that up here in a minute. Okay, commentary and broadcast. Listen to iconic voices like Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit as they call marquee matchups, while Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock take the mic for all of your other games. Okay, interesting. So we're not talking about, I know there was some conversation about whether or not Gus and Joel Klatt would be in there, so that's interesting. So we're going to have sort of like an A team and a B team for other games. That's fire. I love that. If it's not a like marquee matchup, rivalry game, top 15 or whatever it's going to be, you're going to end up with Reese, Jesse, and David, which is cool. Take the sights and sounds around the stadium between plays and dynamic picture-in-picture play call system. Ooh, that sounds interesting. So like I've got a play call screen over here, but while I'm looking through the menus, I'm going to get like a bunch of interesting shots around the stadium. I don't hate that. That's pretty cool. I'd love to see a little bit more of that. Okay. Is this some of the shots, by the way, Caleb? I don't know if this looks like what you saw, but this is from the newsletter. Excuse me. I'm drinking Celsius and I'm buzzed up, so don't mind my burps. Okay, so the LSU Tigers got the mascot here. The band in the back looks pretty good. Ooh. The college football playoff trophy with the confetti coming down. And I love how the light's refracting off the confetti pieces that are like in the foreground. That looks fire. I love that. Another great shot. What is that? That's Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Got Michigan on the field, unfortunately. But yes, that looks great. Love how that looks too. Okay, what are we thinking? We like that? The trailer dropped? Yeah, I just watched the trailer, Truth. I just watched it. We can watch it again here in a minute. But we're going through the newsletter and some of the screenshots right now. So, yeah, taking a look. Is that Cade Klubnik at Clemson, I think, right? The quarterback? That looks pretty good. Like, I know we're being a little critical in the player models just a little bit, but that looks actually really pretty good. The quarterback looks fantastic. I love, like, the offensive line cleats and, like, the double knee braces. That looks pretty good. I'm not mad about that at all. Helmet looks good. Yeah. The Heisman. The Heisman, baby. Trophy. Yes, sir. I'm sure we're going to have a whole presentation element. It's going to be fire. You're going to have all kinds of things to look at there. So I'm super excited to see what that looks like. But that pic looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Finally made a Kimbro stream. Yo, thank you, my brother. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. What's the website? I'm just on the EA.com right now. There's a newsletter, Jonathan, who that has a bunch of stuff going on. There's a line of scrimmage one of UCLA and USC. I think the Clemson... Okay, so I might be in the right rotator, Caleb. I think this is it. Okay, sweet. This is the one that leaked. This is the one we saw earlier, what is it, last week? Of Notre Dame coming out of the tunnel. The Golden Domers, the helmets look fantastic. The light sort of reflecting off of the helmets. Not just the sunlight, but like around, like his teammates and stuff. Looks good. The badges on the side of the jersey, I think, look really good. So like this looks fire. Love that. And one thing I will say that's a little weird, and it may just because it's just an image, they probably are still working on it. Why is the scoreboard blank? Like, Notre Dame's coming out of the tunnel. You would have something here on the scoreboard. So fans look pretty good too, as well. Not bad. So this is a cool screen grab. I think this one leaked. Like I said, we've already seen this one, but looks good. Looks good in general. Not mad. Ooh, I like that. That looks gorgeous. That looks gorgeous. I don't think we've seen this one. What is this? TCU taking on Colorado. You got Travis Hunter breaking on what I'm assuming is like a comebacker at the front pylon. It looks like it. So the TCU quarterback being hit under pressure probably leaves this ball late and on the inside. This looks like it's probably the front of the end zone in TCU on the road. Travis making the diving interception. Got the Colorado all-white unis. The little sun reflecting off of either the face mask or the helmet looks gorgeous. I love the little depth of field. We got the bokeh, the blur in the background. And to be honest, also, this Wilson football looks fire. Like, this sounds silly, but like the Wilson W with sort of like the chrome outline, it looks gorgeous. I don't know if you guys can see that as well on the stream, but every time I go to hit the zoom button, it doesn't zoom in the photo. Okay, here we go. That's probably as close as I can make it. You guys can probably see that just a little bit. Just like underneath his right thumb, the Wilson logo on the football looks actually fire. And people in chat, you guys are saying, I thought I remembered Travis making a diving interception, but I didn't think it was in the TCU game. For some reason, I thought it was in their comeback against Colorado State, but I do remember him making a diving interception along the sideline, but this looks like it's in the end zone. So we might have to look up this play and see what it looks like, but that's pretty sick. I don't think there's like a replaying iconic players' biggest moments mode. I would be shocked if that's the case, but just kind of like using a screenshot to recreate something that happened last year is pretty fire. So I like that. Okay. Oh, that's clean. Yo, that is clean. Look at this. Okay, this is exactly what we've kind of like talked about, and good for them for making this the last picture in the rotator. UCLA, USC, probably at USC, judging by the red in the stands. The helmets look gorgeous on both sides. I know UCLA is like changed from like a shiny and they have like more of a matte helmet now, but you've got all kinds of players along the line of scrimmage. The lighting effects on the helmets of USC especially look gorgeous. We mentioned this with Donovan Edwards. I think we called this the Axiom. I think my boy Caleb said the Riddell Axiom helmet. So the helmet that like has like the effect of like a motorcycle helmet. It looks really, really good. So you got different face masks. You got different helmet elements. This looks gorgeous. This looks gorgeous. You got a couple guys with the O-line face mask. This is weird. Let me tell you this. This part is weird. And I'm not like, I'm not trying to be like real sticky or whatever, but it's weird for me to see. So, okay, so let's follow this guy right here holding the football. Gotta assume this is the center. He's got a 2-bar face mask. Look at this 2-bar face mask. This is not an offensive lineman's face mask. The black guy right here in the front. So like, super nitpicky, but like this is how we are in the fucking community. This is what we're like. But in this screenshot, the fact that man doesn't have an offensive lineman face mask bothers me. But we got the left guard next to him, the left tackle. He looks okay. Both of these guys have offensive lineman face masks, and then you got the tight end number 88. And it looks like he might have a visor, judging by this black line. So everybody else looks pretty good. But yeah, that makes me mad. You also don't see any mouthpieces. Interesting. K Amiri with the chat. My problem is I don't see any mouthpieces. I actually think we saw a mouthpiece in the trailer. I think we saw a mouthpiece, if I remember correctly, in the Ohio State clip in the trailer. So I might have to go back and take a look at that. But let me just check here real quick. I don't think we saw anybody up front. So none of these guys have mouth guards on. None of these guys we can see their face masks. None of these guys we can see. And none of these guys. So maybe a couple of the skill players have it, but you got somebody lined up here with no gloves. I highly doubt any guy standing in a 2-point stance isn't going to have gloves on, but maybe he's a tight end along the line. You never know. Okay, let me keep going through the deep dive, and then we'll go back. Thank you guys for hanging out. Love you. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Reacting to the gameplay trailer and now the newsletter dropping a bunch of different notes. Now we're going to get into the game modes, okay? Let's get it. Let me zoom in the text so you guys can read it a little bit better. I don't want to block my little image, but here we go. Okay, game modes. Set the new standard for college football greatness in classic modes like Dynasty and Road to Glory. I didn't think Road to Glory was coming back. That's huge. Recruit a winning roster, develop a coaching staff, lead your program to the Natty as a created coach, or balance student-athlete life and take home the Heisman as a player. Okay, interesting. So, created coaches or players. So probably not able to take an existing coach, which is going to be interesting. So I don't hate that, especially if you're somebody like me who's probably going to start at a lower level team and go up. So, okay, interesting. We'll have to create our own coach. We'll have to wrap our heads around what that's going to look like. Okay, so Dynasty, create a coach, take control, upgrade their abilities, build a powerhouse college football program, which is kind of like what we did in our series with Gerard Mayo. Establish your coaching staff, work to recruit the best talent, either straight from high school or direct from the transfer portal. We knew the portal was going to be in the game, but it's kind of insane that, like, you're going to have to, like, really get in there and try to bring some guys in through the portal. That's crazy. That's crazy town. But sick, but crazy. Okay. Wow. Take your team to the next level in online Dynasty where up to 32 players can compete against each other on and off the field. So we confirm an online Dynasty mode. Love that. Super fire. We're definitely going to have to figure out what we want to do, because I'm usually a single player offline Dynasty content creator, but like maybe we're going to have to get into it and we're going to like invite everybody and we're going to build out an entire 32 team league. That would be fire. Maybe we pick, one person picks a team in every conference or something like that, or a team all in the same conference, so we have to play each other. We'll see. We will see. Road to glory. Live the life of a student athlete with your created player and take home the Heisman as you build an unforgettable legacy. Manage your weekly schedule, your GPA, and your image. Earn coach trust to get more playing time, or use the portal to get the time and glory you deserve. Whoa. That is kind of crazy. The idea that you can just create a player. They're probably going to be like in-game tests the way you used to. Like, I'm pretty sure in some of the older Maddens used to have to take like the Wonderlic test in-game in order to like get a high score, like genuinely like math questions and shit. That's fire. Old school Road to Glory. That's right, Jonathan. That's going to be so dope. Very, very cool. Well, we might have to mess around and do like a Road to Glory series here on the channel. Like, legitimately, that's going to be really interesting. So, okay. College Football Ultimate Team. Interesting. Build your dream team of college football stars and legends, play solo challenges or head-to-head seasons to upgrade your squad, take on the toughest contests. Test your skills across consoles, cross-platform confirmed, love to see it, and more competitive formats like College Football Ultimate Team Champs or Champs Gauntlet. Interesting. Having not been a person who plays Ultimate Team in Madden, I'm going to have to defer to you guys as far as like experts on like, how do we feel about that? Does that sound dope? Do we like that? The fact that it's cross-platform is probably a win, right? Everybody's got to probably feel pretty good about that. So that's cool. All right, let's keep going. Road to College Football Playoff. Experience a new way to play competitively across consoles in the Road to College Football Playoff. Will you represent your university or take a power school to climb the polls? Earn rank by upsetting the toughest opponents and securing the votes you need to progress and level up divisions. Stack wins to earn your chance at making the CFP and take home the national championship. Is that like an abbreviated like playoff mode? This one is weird to me. I don't know how this is different than if I was just going to play Dynasty, right? Like, I would probably just do a Dynasty and like handle recruiting and do the whole thing. But I guess if you're a player who wants to use a small school but doesn't want to go through the rigors of a season, you can just kind of do this. And because it says competitively across platform, I'm assuming this is not an online Dynasty where you have to recruit, but this is like online head-to-head games, ranked games. So I don't know. We'll have to learn more about Road to College Football Playoff, but I'm assuming that's what that is. And then we've got some team builder information. Create your own college football program with customization tools on the Team Builder website. Interesting. Design uniforms and helmets, fields, upload your own logo. Then you can upload your program to use in Play Now mode and Dynasty. That's kind of cool. Team Builder back in is kind of fire. You do all of it on the website, not on the console. So we'll have to check out what that means and then upload your own team into your own Dynasty. That could be fire. Check out the download center or to browse teams created by the entire community. You can learn more about Team Builder later in the summer. If you guys have ever played NBA 2K with some of their Dynasty stuff, it actually is kind of cool. You can go in there and find unique logos uploaded by the community. You can design your own jerseys and then bring that team in to your like 2K offline Dynasty. I'm not sure how many people are going to want to create their own unique helmets and elements and fields and everything, but that's pretty sick, actually, to be able to do that if you're interested. So, okay, let's see. Team Builder content can be used in offline, Play Now, and private Dynasty mode. So no internet version, no online Dynasty customization, which is interesting. Make sure you check out everything you need to know about the pre-order. Stay tuned to the Campus Huddle. We'll be back with in-depth deep dives on the gameplay and your favorite modes leading up to the launch. Wow. I did not expect a newsletter article with more information, y'all. I just kind of thought we were going to be sitting here watching the reveal trailer and calling it a day. But that's wild. That is wild. You got the trailer. You got information about Campus IQ, which feels like their gameplay system with interesting, like, I don't know. There's ratings that change. There's teams. There's passing game mechanics. You got a wear and tear system you got to manage. You got pre-snap stuff you got to deal with. And then, of course, the home field advantage stuff. So very, very interesting details here about Campus IQ. Obviously, the atmospheres you're going to have. They've done stuff with the broadcast teams and the pageantry. Love that. We went through these pictures. Pictures look fantastic. There's a couple things we got some questions on that we want to look at. But in general, the game looks beautiful. Game modes confirming Dynasty mode is back. We knew that. Road to Glory is back. I didn't know that. Maybe you guys did. College Football Ultimate Team is in, and then this Road to the College Football Playoff experience. So very interesting. And then, of course, Team Builder back here at the bottom. So holy, what a ton of information. A ton of information. Thank you guys for the over 90 of you hanging out. If you haven't had a chance to watch the trailer, let's go back and watch that one more time. And then we can dive in. So let me take a minute to just tell you guys, like, I'm a content creator here on YouTube. I've been doing NCAA football for over like 90 some episodes, playing the college football revamped. The plan for my stream today is to check out all the reveal details, and then we're going to finish off my season 6 where we are in the middle of the college football playoff. I'm using Marshall. We've got an Orange Bowl matchup against Wisconsin. Pitt is over here in the Cotton Bowl versus Illinois. That's what we're going to do after we do this whole thing. And then yeah, so if you guys are looking for something to watch and chill and hang out today, definitely take a look. And I'll sort of like wrap up all of this stuff, and we'll do that. So okay, let me make sure there's nothing else on the website. This is all the stuff we know. We got the information about the bundles. We got the Campus Huddle documents, which we knew. So this is the pre-order information. This is the stuff we just got today and all the news. EA Play will get you access before the 16th. Okay, let me look one more time. This is all the pre-order info. Let's watch the trailer one more time. I might have missed it. Is Dynasty mode online too? Yes, there's a Dynasty mode online. Yeah, you've got the offline stuff and you've got an online Dynasty, which is going to be sick. So let me go here real quick for you. Good question. Thanks for asking. So this just is like general about Dynasty. Ultimate Team. There's the badge for Ultimate Team. We haven't seen that yet. Looks good, but it doesn't confirm it here. But in the other article we just read, it does confirm online Dynasty and Team Builder, which is not off. It was offline, but you can also do Team Builder. Okay, let's look at this one more time. I think it was like somewhere in here. Yeah, it was. All right, if you haven't seen the trailer, here's the trailer. We'll watch it one more time through. I won't say anything. I'll try not to distract, but here's what it looks like. Okay, here you go.
Finally, it is here. You can take all that just another game stuff and throw it out. The eyes of the nation are on this field today, and that's what these players live for.
Sick commentary from Fowler. Especially it's not just another game. That's an interesting choice of line for them to talk about. Maybe EA's heard the noise about how this will just be Madden. Whether or not they're right or not is a different story. Sick. So dope. So dope. Yeah, buddy. That's fire. That is absolutely fire. Okay, that was the trailer. One quick thing before we move on that I wanted to make sure we looked at. I gotta remember where it is. I've seen this trailer like 8 times now. It's somewhere... It's right here. Okay, so we had a question earlier about clearly face masks, or not face masks, mouthpieces visible. There's a couple spots in here, right there. Confirmation. Got the DB wearing the mouth guard right here. Donovan might actually have a blue one in. You can't tell because it's not white. He might have a mouth guard in too, but definitely the Ohio State defender here has a mouth guard in. And then here in the Florida State clip after this end around, he has a mouth guard in too. Not him, Williams. Williams has a mouth guard. So not just like one isolated moment in the trailer, but you see it a couple, 3, 4 times. So we did get confirmation of mouth guards, which is pretty huge. Pretty huge. Okay, y'all. So dope. So dope. I can't believe they dropped all this information on us today. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. The website has been updated, so if you guys are just jumping in, definitely check out the website. You can read through. We went through the newsletter and stuff. Take a look and let me know what you guys are thinking. But for now, we are going to fire up our Dynasty. This is what we got going on the rest of the stream today. So now that we've gone through all the future stuff, I have a series to kind of like wrap up. I'm in season 6 with Marshall. We are in the college football playoff. We've already won the Natty twice. I think we're going for 3 in a row, if that's correct. We've moved Marshall into the ACC. We're undefeated, but our quarterback is injured. Our Heisman runner-up quarterback is hurt, so we're using a backup to try to make it work today. It's going to be crazy. Thank you guys for showing love. If you're going to stick around, definitely appreciated. I appreciate you guys stepping in and hanging out. Be sure to like and subscribe and hang out here more. I'd love to have you guys a part of the community as we kind of like get more going with NCAA 25. Man, it's going to be insane. So it's going to be insane. Let me make sure you guys can see that. I think you guys can. I think you can see that. Let me make sure. There it is. There it is. Okay, that's what we were looking for. That's what we were looking for. So yeah, so this is the deal today. We've got Wisconsin in the, the Cotton Bowl? We're in the Final Four of the college football playoff. So yeah, we're going to finish up. We're still playing NCAA14, and we'll be wrapping that up here and diving into the new game. I'm going to grab my gaming chair, and we'll keep it moving. Oh, yeah. Let's get settled in. Thank you guys for hanging out, watching. I appreciate you. It's nice to meet a bunch of you guys, and thank you for hanging out in the chat. I'm looking forward to it. I don't have the stats from our last game. I don't have that up in front of me, like what all went down. Obviously, we're using College Football Revamped, and we're messing around with the like the playoff control builder. But in general, we've got one of the best teams in the league and in the country, and we're going for more and more playoff matchups. So, okay, Andrew Adams, our quarterback, that's the biggest storyline. He's injured. He will not be in this game, I don't believe. Questionable with broken ribs. So that kind of sucks, but we'll make it work. We've got a backup quarterback who's been playing well for us. We clawed out a win last time against NC State. So now we are playing Wisconsin in this matchup. Number 4, Wisconsin. Let's make sure we get our unis right. I kind of like the all black for this. What do you guys think? I kind of do like the all black for the playoff matchup. They've got all whites going on. The red gloves. Yeah, that's fine. That's how we'll run it. Let's do it. Season 6, man. I'm still buzzing off of everything we just watched. I really can't believe that's what we all watched, man. Kind of crazy. kind of crazy, but I'm fired up. So yeah, be sure to if you're still here hanging out, I appreciate the love and support, and I'll definitely holler at you guys as we kind of get closer and closer. My boy TKO in the chat, Links is in the chat, Kodiak's here, Caleb, thanks for hanging out. Everybody who's been here watching and reacting with me, very, very cool of you guys. I appreciate you very much. Don't say go blue in my chat. We're gonna get you banned, Cody. It's good to see you, man. Michigan got a lot of love in the trailer, bro. They got a lot of love and support. I didn't jump into this, but looks like an offensive lineman for Wisconsin is out for the season. A couple guys probable. Our quarterback, our best option on offense, he's probably not going to play with the broken ribs. Kind of a bummer as it relates to the way that this game works is when you're doing an expanded college football playoff, you're not actually advancing weeks, so time's not going by. And so our quarterback hasn't healed despite it being like a couple weeks into the college football playoff. So we might have to run it without him. Unfortunate. It is a rainy... What are we in, the Cotton Bowl? I don't remember where we're playing this game, but it is rainy and not looking very good. So let me know if everything sounds good, if anything's wrong. Wisconsin's been pretty good. Balanced on offense. Running the ball well. Top 2 teams in rushing touchdowns on the season. So pretty interesting. In the trailer, but the new game joined my online Dynasty. OSU's going to get smacked around. You don't want the smoke. You don't want the smoke. You better not let me get my hands on Ohio State. I've been playing with Marshall. I'll probably play with a smaller school. Let me start to cook with the Buckeyes and the roster that they're going to have in that game, and you guys are in trouble. You guys are in big trouble. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're in the Final Four here. College football playoff. No, we're in the Orange Bowl. That's where we are. I was like, the Cotton Bowl? No. We're in the Orange Bowl. That's right. I'm doing a small school and then another Dynasty doing big schools. I like it. Yeah, I got to figure out what we're going to do. If we're going to play online, if we're going to do something like with the community. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but we got to come up with something. So Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, a rainy Orange Bowl. But let's get into it. And I appreciate you guys for hanging out. We will kick it. I kind of feel like I want music in the background. Do I want music in the background for this? I don't know. I'm going to be aggressive on some of these things. Yeah, we'll do that. Let me know if you guys don't like the music in the background. I know there's some music in the game, but let's figure it out. The timing of this is crazy. I'm usually working on a Friday, so for them to drop the trailer and a bunch of information and for me to have, a stream that I need to do going through like our whole thing and our season 6 playing NCAA14. So the timing of today worked out perfect, and I'm pretty excited. So shout out to you guys, 11:50 on the East Coast, wherever you guys are. I appreciate you hanging out. Thanks for reacting to the trailer with me and saying what's up. So Sims on first down, first play of the game. Kirk Hartman to the sideline for 11. I don't know much about this Wisconsin squad. 13-1 on the season. It's the first time they've ever been good in the Dynasty. And Sims is their quarterback. I know they're without one of their offensive linemen. If you guys are new here, Marshall, back-to-back national champions, looking for number 3 in a row. We've made the college football playoff 4 times out of 6 seasons, which has been pretty awesome. And yeah, we're just trying to finish telling this story about Marshall here before the new game drops. So yeah, pretty crazy stuff, but we've had a lot of fun. It's been so dope to have the Marshall community support. I've heard from like literally the head coach of Marshall, his wife, like she follows me on Twitter. Like they're super supportive and really awesome. I've been interviewed on podcasts like in the Marshall community. They've embraced me. A ton of fans are usually in the chat showing love. So that's something I'm really looking forward to with the new game is like whatever small team we end up deciding to use, like how do we represent that community in a real way? It's going to be pretty cool. See if we can develop relationships with those people as well. Sims to the sideline. David Watkins closes quickly on the deep throw on the comeback. Swats that one down and forces the end of the drive for Wisconsin. Great defense. Tough throw there. Deep opposite hash to the sideline. It was a good throw. Wasn't like it wasn't on time or anything. So pretty interesting there. But yeah, good for us to get the stop. We'll see what we can do. Eric Love trying to return this one. Breaks out of one tackle and then gets wrangled down. 3-yard return. Was that not a fumble? It looked like we hit that dude and he could have fumbled. on that throw on, was that first down a couple plays ago? Yeah, I thought we definitely could have gotten some love for a fumble there. I would have liked to seen that. So, okay, Wisconsin on defense. Marshall taking over at the 35. Roy Morris, the true freshman, he's still at under center for us as our normal QB is injured. Morris with a good run on first down, breaking a few tackles as we go zone read keeper. 6 yards. If that was Andrew Adams, our normal starter, maybe he houses that because that was a lot of open field there. But, yeah, I don't really know what the game plan is. It's rainy. We don't have a guy who has a big arm. Wisconsin clearly showing pressure most of the time. I'm going to try to run an out route with Armstrong, get this guy away from us. He closed quickly. Morris under pressure, breaks out of a tackle, just has to get rid of it. Good job not to take the sack as the left side of the offensive line started leaking. Wisconsin, very good team. I don't think they won the Big Ten this season. I think they actually came in second. They lost to Illinois in the Big Ten championship. I think that's the difference between those guys running, ended up sort of like second and third or whatever. Or I guess third and fourth is what I'm trying to say. So there's wide open over the middle. William Matthews breaking tackles, falling forward 13 yards, converting on 3rd and 4. We hit our first pass of the day. Love it. Love it. Looking good. What are we, across the 50 already? We got to get creative. We played our last game in the college football playoff with an injury, and we're just not as dynamic as we used to be on offense, just straight up. Good run there by Tommy Chambers, cut it upfield, gets 7. Andrew Adams was a bit of a cheat code. We have an 85 overall redshirt freshman who could run and had a big arm, and not having him in the game changes the way we have to call plays, changes the way we have to run things. We cannot take as many deep shots as we used to. So yeah, so it's a bit much now. We just got to try to figure out what we want to do. Everybody's locked up. Morris is going to escape and get the first down, which is huge. Very nice play by the freshman. But yeah, our freshman's like a 75 overall, and here we are looking for our 3rd straight title, and we're having to use, basically the equivalent of a guy off the street. So we will see how this whole thing plays out. Looking to go a little zone read keeper. I don't love this look pre-snap. I'm going to bring Ross back, see if we can keep him there as a blocker. We'll see. Oh, that guy juked me. He looked like he was stopping his feet, and then he kept going. I should have kept. But Casey Smith, the Heisman Trophy winner, I might add. He was kind of insane this year as our running back. I haven't actually ran the ball just straight to him yet. So let's give him the ball here on 2nd and short. They got a little overhang, a little pressure look from the safety. We'll go back out the back door against him. Casey Smith, good blocking on the perimeter. We're going to cut it up inside. He's going to get to the marker. He's got the first. Marshall, opening drive, kind of methodical, not having a bunch of big shots downfield, but we're making some things happen. So let's see. Fake jet, halfback base. I'm going to continue to kind of press the edges a little bit, kind of show them a bunch of different looks. See if I can't get a few seams. There's Jeff Clemens, the backup running back, in the game, and then we'll try to take a shot. Like I said, my quarterback doesn't have a big arm, so I can't really stretch the field vertically like we have all season long. So just have to get a little creative here. Love Casey Smith out of the backfield anytime we can do it. He's got such great speed. Was looking for the corner out into the end zone with our tight end. They were in zone. At least had a zone guy over top. I think that was man, cover 2 man. So yeah, not exactly what we were looking for, but we're still trying to make it work here. I'd love to get Tommy Chambers out of there, so we'll run him on a slant. See if we can get something to the boundary. There's Armstrong, and we missed him. Inside leverage on the safety. Armstrong coming open on the out route, but our quarterback, our young quarterback, airmails it. Just throws it wide. So 2nd and goal from about the 6.5. I'll try to run this to the boundary if they let me. No, we're keeping it. And of course, he takes forever to get across the face of the quarterback. That's a keep all the way. This guy's clearly crashing down, but he gets slowed up, and it's just an ugly, mucky play. So here we are, squandering a golden opportunity on 3rd and goal. Can we punch this thing in? We will have to see. Don't mind Tommy Chambers there. He's just not a threat is the only concern. There it is, wide open. No! No, Harmon in the end zone with the INT. Can Webb get across? He does. He bumps him. And Roy Morris late to the outside on the back hip. I wish we could throw the ball out in front of people. We need a precision passing game in this game. Just like in the last game. Early turnovers for the freshman QB. I think we fumbled in the first half. I was actually going for the guy in the backfield. I absolutely thought he was R1. I was going for Armstrong. Check this out. When I hit R1, I was looking for 81. I definitely was not trying to throw to Tommy Chambers. But for some reason on this play, he was R1. Let's see. Would he be R1? Circle? I don't know what Armstrong was. But Tommy should not have been R1. But even then, he has a break. The ball's already out. The ball's out of Roy Morris's hands. The fact that this gets INT'd from here is just, it's heartbreaking. It's thrown on the back hip. Good play by Harmon. He's probably their best defender. But yeah, for the record, I was trying to go to Armstrong. Gotta make a stop. Dealing with early adversity again. Nicely done on D. Corey Roberts going backwards on first down. The Marshall D's been so solid all season. Multiple defenders who have been elite for us. Eric Love crashing in from his nickel position. I think I'm going to stay in man coverage until they throw us out of it. What do you guys think? I don't think I'm super afraid of their passing offense just yet. I'm going to use Eric Love, sort of avoid the counter. Yeah, I'm not. Ooh, Scott Ward a half step behind it. Hartman with his second reception. I thought we could have got our hand in there. Good throw over the middle by Sims. A bit of a lollipop. If we could have dove forward, my boy, we would have had him. That's what we get for running man coverage. I think we're going to have that most of the game, but I definitely thought we were going to be there. Daniels over the tight end on 1st and 10. Underneath to Hartman again. This one for only one. Scott Ward sticky in coverage so far, which is good. That bodes well for us. Only 2 wide receivers out in this formation. I am torn. I think I'm going to run a zone blitz. 2nd and 9. Yeah, we'll zone blitz them a little bit here. I'm going to use Daniels. Make sure they don't get outside of us. I'll play the contain player. This thing comes outside. It does not. It comes across the middle. Daniels was there. Matt Sullivan, the linebacker, was in there as well. I think that was also technically a drop, so good coverage, even though we had the zone blitz dialed up. Well done. We're not, I guess technically we're the home team. There's not really a home team, obviously neutral site, but Marshall fans getting loud on 3rd and long. We are clearly in man coverage as we follow the wide receiver. I'm going to use Ryan Young, the linebacker. They go draw play. I cannot wait for this to be out of the game in NCAA or EA 25. Jermaine Johnson, our stud defensive end, crashes down, sniffs out the draw, but the play calling logic in the stock version of NCAA14 left a lot to be desired on situations like 3rd and 4th and long. So I'm hoping that we, in the new game in July, get something a little bit better than that. That would be ideal. So, all right, Eric Love on the punt. Return number 2 has a little seam, gets outside. Can we get the corner? We get a little bit. Nice return, 26 yards. Eric Love's been good. He saved us in the conference championship game. You guys can go back and watch that if you're interested. We ended up taking on North Carolina in the ACC title game, and we were down and out. Andrew Adams had just gotten hurt, our quarterback, and we needed all hands on deck, unfortunately, and our boy Eric Love saved us multiple times. I'm going to keep Smith in to protect. Would love to hit Armstrong. There we go. Brandon Armstrong, our 6'7" tight end, gets smoked along the sideline. I was trying to bulldoze that guy, but here we go. Got the outside leverage. I will take Armstrong against the linebacker in space all the time. Works his way out of the tackle. We tried to lower our shoulder, but we get popped. Harmon, that safety who intercepted us along the goal line. That dude can play, but Armstrong, what a stud. Came in as the #1 recruit at tight end in his class. He has been a starter since basically day one. I think he split time a little bit as a freshman, but now in year 3 or year 4, I think he might be in year 4, he has been absolutely fantastic. A nice play by the linebacker there. Ooh. Pokemon fan, I thought Marshall should have been featured in the trailer. I completely agree. I would have loved to have seen them do something with Marshall in the trailer. I'm not a Marshall fan. I wouldn't consider myself like a fan per se. Like, I like Marshall. I've become more fond of them as I've done this series. But at the same time, like, I have mad love for all of the tradition at Marshall and West Virginia for that matter, and I would have loved to have seen them show a little bit. I don't even think the Mountaineers got featured either, right? So kind of crazy that there was no love for either of them, unfortunately. So, okay. We're trying to get it going. 3rd and inches. I think I gotta stay conservative here. I'm afraid of putting the ball in the quarterback's hands on these 3rd and short situations, especially down here in the red zone. Obviously, we hit the wrong button last time, but ooh, Casey, get outside, keeping his feet. Casey Smith, I was trying to get to the sideline as quick as I could. Good little run on 3rd and inches. Casey Smith kind of buzzing, 6.8 per carry through 5 touches so far. Yeah, buddy. By the way, there's going to be an ad run in a few seconds, so if I lose you for a minute, that's just YouTube doing its thing. I'll be back. Oh no. You have anywhere to go? Get down, Roy. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Sliding down on 2nd and 1. Man, oh man, oh man. $105 total yards of offense and counting for us. Let's see what we can do here. First quarter running down. Gonna go split zone from the 3. Can Jeff Clemens get to the end zone? He can't, but he's very close. Very, very close. If you guys are still actively watching, hopefully you're back from the ad. I apologize that YouTube ran an ad on you. I am monetized on the channel, so that does happen from time to time. I tried to skip them actively while we were watching the trailer, but and we are into the end zone. Casey Smith able to punch it in from 1 yard out. Absolutely beautiful. PAT upcoming. Marshall finally on the board. Man, it has been a journey, but we are finally in. Nicely done by Casey Smith to score from 1 yard out. And we are on the board in the lead as the first quarter winds down here in the college football playoff semifinal, taking on Wisconsin. They have not really threatened yet. They don't really seem to have a lot of explosive playmakers, but you never know, man. You just never know in this game. So, hey, thank you guys for hanging out and watching. I appreciate it. We had so much fun watching the reveal trailer and subsequently reading through the article after the fact. I was not expecting that. You guys were massive. Thank you for all the new subscribers today. Thank you for all of the views and everybody hanging out. Really, really cannot wait for the new game and to kind of continue my journey playing football here on the channel. I'm very much fired up. If you can hear me and you're new here and you're interested in sharing, I'm very curious where everybody's from and like what teams you guys root for, who you're looking to play with, like just little information about you. I'm very much interested, kind of trying to understand like who's where, who's going to be rooting for who, and what teams should I consider, especially as viewership, you know what I mean? So under center, heavy package from Wisconsin, and they bully ball us. Big hole up the sideline. Can Brown get across? He does. Corey Roberts rumbles for 35, as that's likely the final play of the first quarter. Man, good for Wisconsin to decide that that's what they want to start to do. They go under center, have a fullback in the game, couple tight ends, and just kind of just goal lined us straight to the end zone. 7-0 Marshall leading early in the Orange Bowl. Should be probably 10 or 14-0 because we squandered an opportunity down deep in the red zone. But nevertheless, have the lead through one, which is always what you want. But first real threat of the day for the Badgers as they are about at our 28-yard line. They're doing some things. Woo! Oh, man. I was in zone coverage with Ryan Young, and I saw that outbreaker, and I definitely tried to undercut that. I was spamming triangle. Unfortunately, the ball was thrown too far inside, and nobody could get to it, but 2nd and 10 upcoming. We're gonna run some man coverage. I'm really liking our matchup in terms of our DBs against their secondary, or their wide receivers, excuse me. But at the same time, we still have a lot we gotta do. Huge hit by Jermaine Johnson. And then you get Davis swatting it down, Ron Davis. Oh, probably should have come away with the turnover there, but nicely done to get the pressure. 0-2 on 3rd downs for Whiskey so far today. We got Ryan Young, Aaron Sowell out here, man coverage, little cover 1 look. We'll force them to find some openings, and they're going to go down. What a huge play. Paul Stratton, big-time sack in a big-time moment as he just works his way through the left guard. Nice little swim move all over the QB. Sauce Gardner in the chat, I hope they add the Corso headgear picks. That would be super sick. Or had something like the college game day in the new NCAA. That would be sick. Obviously, we'll learn some more here as we go, but I think that would be a really cool element for them to have in the game. I completely agree with you. Obviously, like legacy just to Lee Corso. I don't know how many more times we're going to have Lee around. So, as Wisconsin trots on and bangs home the deep field goal. I didn't get a chance to look at how far that was, but despite sacking them, they have a guy with enough leg. Probably could have been good from about 2 or 3 yards back, and he drills it home. Wisconsin on the board, 7-3. Man, oh man. I wasn't expecting to sort of have to fight Wisconsin. I mean, I guess they're 13-1. It's a good team. I think we're like a notch or 2 above most of the teams left in the playoff, but I guess we are running with the backup QB, true freshman, and they're doing some things, right? We got 7 here in the box, single high safety. It's not a great box to run into. We're going to try it. Roy Morris has some room, cuts it back across the field. He's going to get tossed down to the ground, but a nice little zone read keeper. The fact that we have a quarterback run game at all with our true freshman is huge, to be honest. We really don't have a lot of options, but so far so good. I don't love that play. I am going to go here. I didn't realize I was in empty. We're just going to go quarterback. Nah, we got to throw this. I was going to go quarterback dive, but that's too risky. I don't want him getting hurt. Oof. There's that. Took me a second to get to it. Chambers, our 3rd or 4th read. I like the slant early, and then a linebacker kind of came in the window. Over top of the ball was covered, and then there was Tommy like, hey, throw me the ball, dude. I'm standing right here. Chuck it to me. Eventually we got to you, Tommy. I'm sorry. Okay, a little read option. I'm going to keep this one. Great fake. Roy gets upfield, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Please get down on the ground. I'm holding R1 as hard as possible. Do not fumble the ball, son. Holy. Okay. Nice fake. Executed there. Terrifying. Terrifying run. He holds on to it. I'm going to swap this one to a run. We were going to go screen outside, but that doesn't make much sense. Roy, get down. Oh, my God. Diving. I definitely was trying to slide. Dives forward for the first down. Lucky not to fumble it. Bang that thing off somebody's leg. We've yet to really take a shot downfield. I'm open to it. I think I'd like to run some sort of play action. I know I'm calling from the coach's menu. That's not usually how I like to call plays, but early in the game I like to sort of just do a few different things. But okay, here we go. I like this a little bit better. Let's see what we got. We got middle field open. Armstrong coming down the seam. I would love for that guy to do his thing here. Let's see if I can keep this cornerback out of that area. Slide protection to the right. Let's see if we can get a look. Oof. They jebaited us pretty good. Roy tries to step up. I know William Matthews came open late, but I didn't really have much room to step up and make a throw. Just trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, that safety was still playing that play over top. I didn't have a lot of option. Just try to get what I could. Nice job by them. A little fake of pressure. They end up showing 4. Good disguise. Okay, I see you, computer. I see what you got cooking. I'm with it. I'm with it. All right, here we go. Oh, saw it late. There's Casey out of the backfield. Nice job by Casey Smith. He just was kind of running a flat route, said, hey, wait a minute, I'm wide open. I hope we get some better camera angles too, because if I didn't know that he was out here in the flat, I wouldn't have thought to look for him. But he kind of turns this thing upfield. Roy makes a good throw on the run, just kind of a flip. Not too difficult. Casey can break a tackle. Maybe he scores that, but good little play. Keep it moving downfield. I like it. I like it. This is like, it's like really tough to play all season with a basically like 86 overall quarterback who's got a huge arm and then turn around and have to play with some of these bums, but we're trying to make it work. Quickly out to Lou Walker, settles his feet, falls forward a little bit, is able to get 4. It's kind of like an extended run play there. So, I don't know, we'll see. Nice little play there. Try to get the run game going up inside again. Sauce says, why do people think this new NCAA game is a Madden reskin with better modes? I don't see anything about the mascot mode. Hopefully that's in the game too. Mascot mode would be sick. I would love to have that back. I don't know. I mean, I think people think it's a Madden reskin because we don't trust EA, which I think is fair. EA's not had a great track record of making us feel confident about the game that they're about to release. That being said, I do know it's a completely different development team, like inside of the walls of EA. So like, I like to think that they, like they used to, can hire 2 separate staffs to run the game and design 2 completely different games, one for the better. So part of me thinks that that's definitely going to be the situation. The other part of me thinks, you know, I'm just hopelessly optimistic that we're going to get a better version. So, yeah, I'm just trying to, I think people are thinking it's a Madden reskin because it looks like it could be. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't look like it's a game that's insane. And a lot of the models look like Madden players with college football jerseys on, so I get it. But I'm trying to hold back judgment and being too upset until we get something definitive. You know what I mean? The gameplay breakdowns, I think, are going to be big. We scored! Yay! Jeff Clemens punches it in from inside the 5. Little inside give, nothing too crazy. Our backup running back into the end zone. Our senior playing in what could be his last game if he loses. So Wisconsin, nice little return out to the 24. Jake Lane. This is across the 25, 24-yard return. We are midway through the second quarter, so this first half has kind of gone by quickly. At least it feels that way. We've got the 14-3 lead. Should have even more. We've kind of controlled this game from the jump. Just unfortunately not able to convert one of our red zone possessions. The run D continues to be solid. Love that tackle there. Aaron Soule, true freshman, was the #1 middle linebacker in the class. Starting as a freshman, we decided to just toss him out there. We had a hole at linebacker, and he has filled in beautifully in his first year in Huntington. Absolutely. All right, let's see. What do we got going on here? A little big single setback. Roberts gets hit in the hole hard. Nice job by Daniels to come and fill. Nice job slowing it down. A little 3-yard gain. Roberts is a big boy. Got the elbow pads. You know, he means business. So, yeah. All right, 3rd and 7. I've been loving our third down looks, giving them a cover 1 press, and then us using whoever's guarding the running back out of the backfield. That has been a fantastic formation for us. This has been really tough on their passing offense, and here's a screen. Soule out there makes the play. User tackle by Aaron Soule. Big-time TFL. Again, the 3rd and long play calling logic from the game, not the best. They go with the screen play. Probably should have tried to throw it downfield in 3rd and long. It goes backwards, and we are in business. If we can put another touchdown drive together before the half, I think we get the ball, don't we? Did we kick off to start the game? No, I think we got the ball. No, they definitely got the ball. I'm tripping. Yeah, they got the ball, and I think we gave up a first down, and then it was 3 and out from there, basically. So, all right, Eric Love, 9-yard return. Nice little spin out to the sideline. We are set up, whatever, about the 50-yard line again. I would love just an interesting play action shot. We've not had a chance to take any deep shots at all. Not that Roy Morris can. That's not really his thing. But I would love to get something going. Just fake a little screen, go inside to Casey, grabbed from behind. He's got 7, but we've done a good job putting their defensive ends in conflict. 50 yards on 8 carries for Casey Smith and a touchdown, so he's been good today. Very happy about that. Not really in love with the 4 wide receiver sets in this matchup. I kind of like having the tight ends out here. I think they're definitely I don't think they're as good having their linebackers in space. So passing plays with the linebackers on the field, I think, is where I want to stay. So let's just see. There's Cedric Britt out of the backfield, cutting it up inside, breaks a tackle, falling forward. Cedric Britt, the TE2. We converted him from tight end, or from wide receiver, to tight end. I want to say at the beginning of last offseason, and he has been fantastic in that role. Bulked him up. He's added like 20 pounds since he came to campus. He has been a stud, and so far so good with him, man. I'm very, very pleased with his progress. Let's see what we got here. Oh, love that, coming open for Lou Walker. Up the seam, 15 yards. We spread him out. Throw it right behind the linebacker. I wish he wouldn't have sort of had the in-breaker as harsh as he did. If he would have just kind of went vertically, probably could have got a few more yards, but nice little conversion. Passing game has been short and sweet, but has been effective. Let's see if we can get a little corner route. Catch him in man coverage here, potentially. I'm looking for Tommy Chambers as the number 1 read here. No, it doesn't look good pre-snap. Lou Walker across the middle, though, does. Bang! 19-yard touchdown. We are cooking. We do have the 1 interception on the ill-advised button press for me. That was pretty much just rust. I haven't played this game in like 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, but we read that one right as Lou Walker sees part and open Marshall. Nice big lead. Now up 21-3, and the first half isn't even over. Yes, sir. Yeah, buddy. I was checking out here. I think, Kangwin, you can probably tell me. Our buddy Jonathan, who's been in the chat, I think I ended up accidentally timing him out. I did not mean to. So, Jonathan, if you're still here and you can hear me, I think I hit the wrong button on my phone. I was trying to check the time, and I ended up, I think, bumping the timeout button, so I did not mean that. Appreciate you. Oh, my bad. Good pressure by Jermaine. They try to get tricky on first down. Little play action, and Jermaine Johnson, our stud defensive end, gets around what looks like the tight end and the left tackle and is able to get pressure on Sims quickly. He barely got through the fake. And just like that, 2nd and 13, and I am not feeling good about Wisconsin's chances. My cousin is a Huskers fan. I'm going to run with the Buffaloes. There we go. What's going on? Is it Witt? Good to see you, bro. Appreciate you stopping in. Nice play there on 2nd down. Uh-oh, it breaks big as Roberts is such a monster to bring down. Corey Roberts on the running back screen. That's about the only thing they have dialed up is Corey Roberts. And this one is well blocked. And we do a poor job getting over to tackle. Right there, Corey Brown cannot bring him down, and then it's a foot race. Luckily, we do finally track him down, but good play. Nicely done by them. I didn't expect them to have some success on some passing plays like that, but it's got to be something like that catching us off guard so far today, to be honest. We're going to swap this. I got a little safety blitz coming. We'll stay to the strong side. Ryan Young, Ron Davis, the defensive end, trying to bring down Hartman, the wide receiver, and they are going to take a time out. Kingwin, you did. I went back and read their messages to figure out what you did and didn't see anything. I was confused. Me too. I just saw that there was like a bunch of messages that said he was timed out. I did not mean to. And then I looked at my phone, and it was like, would you like to time out this user or something? I was like, oh, shit, I think I bumped it. So, yeah, no. I don't know if there's any way to untime him out. I think it's already passed, but, yeah, that was not what I was trying to do. 3rd and inches upcoming as we bring some pressure. I don't even think we brought pressure. I think pressure got home. But 2 minutes left in the first. They have 2 timeouts left, or in the first half, I should say specifically. We'll see if we can shut this down. I fully expect a run play. Nope, they don't go with the draw. Oh, good throw over the middle to the tight end, Anderson. Nice timing throw there, Jeremy Sims. This is before he even got out of his break. And that is a new school passing record, breaking the old record by Russell Wilson. Look at that. New school record for passing yards in a season by Sims. So he's been great for them. Very, very good for them. Good for Sims. This little celebratory cutscene's funny. They're down 3 touchdowns, but you know, it is what it is. It's hilarious. Online Dynasty would be great to play with friends. Since you can use the transfer portal and recruit players, it's going to be crazy to have the transfer portal as a part of the process. Like, they mentioned that in the article, in the newsletter, and I'm shook. I'm totally shook by that. Good throw to Anderson again. As they find the tight end, 2 consecutive plays. They take a timeout. Definitely a scoring threat. We got to be careful here. But yeah, Sauce, that's going to be sick. I cannot wait to see how, like, what do you do to manage the transfer portal? What are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to sort of play? You know, how early in the season can you start to talk to players? Is there 2 windows? It's going to be insane to manage rosters now with both of those elements. So I'm really excited. We are trying to get there. What a user pick. Ryan Young in the end zone. Can we cut it back? There's a flag down. Hopefully it's not on us, but that was so dope. Personal foul. Clipping. I think that's going to stay with us. I don't want to accept that penalty, right? Oh, it's on Paul Stratton, so it's our ball regardless. Wow. What a huge play. Thank you. Sorry, Jonathan. You're in the chat again. I apologize. I have the stream up on my phone so that I can make sure that, like, it looks good and sounds good. But at the same time, like, I ended up, like, bumping the chat, unfortunately. And I just looked down and I was like, why is all his messages deleted? I thought something happened with, like, Kingwin. I don't know, but I hit the button. That's on me. Check this out. So I'm using Ryan Young, and originally I'm supposed to cover, like, towards the numbers at the 10. I kind of was thinking this tight end I had to follow, and then I was like, no, I don't have to follow him. And then I catch this guy coming across the middle, going over, you know, right up the seam. I was like, he's going here. And then he throws it, and I'm able to just get underneath it, barely. Middle linebacker Ryan Young on the INT. Huge, huge play. Biggest play of the game so far to get that INT. Stop the scoring drive before the half. We've got 3 timeouts. We've got the ball. We're at our 6. So we'll just have to see. I'm gonna like a run play here, though. Let's see if we can get this guy out of here. No, they're in zone, so unfortunately I don't have a blocker over there, but I'll cut it back. Casey Smith to the sideline. Can I get out of bounds? Not yet. 9 yards. I'm not really in a hurry, to be honest. I think I want to take this to the half. I definitely want to take this to the half. Nice healthy lead, backup quarterback. Maybe in a different scenario, but I think I just want to take this to the half. My boy Pat Vankman in the building. It's been a long time. It's great to see you streaming. Thank you, my boy. I've been making so many videos on this game for so long that I've just decided that streaming it as a busy working dad is the best sort of like happy medium. I can still play the game. It doesn't take me too long to, you know, put together an edit for the game and release it. So I was like, you know what, let me just start to go live. And so I took today off. We watched a reveal trailer earlier. And now here we are playing our Dynasty and having a blast hanging out with everybody in the chat. So definitely happy to see you, my man. I hope you're doing well. Pat and I go way back from our days back on Twitch. So it's good to see you, man. I'm not going to run another play. We're just going to run this out. Good first half. 21-3 is our score. Huge stop to end the first half there. Team looking great. Only mistake was me hitting the wrong button and turning the ball over. So, yeah, feeling good. Thanks, Jonathan, for being open. I apologize again. I may be asking a lot for the new NCAA game, but I want it as real as possible. Sauce, you're 100% right. Like, at this point, all we want is a high-performing game that people feel good about, that simulates as much of what we experience as college football fans as possible. Like, I come from Columbus. I live in Columbus. I'll show you my helmets, my Buckeye helmets behind me. I live in Columbus, and I didn't grow up I grew up a pro sports fan, but I wasn't necessarily like as diehard as I was with college football. Like, I've been a diehard Buckeye fan my entire life. The passion, I think, is a little different at the college level than it is the pro level. And so all I want is for my game to be as real as possible, for my team to be as like authentic as possible. So like, I think it's just the expectation is different, Sauce. I think it's completely different than what we expect from Madden. I don't know. I know a lot of people care about their professional teams, but it's a lot different, I think. So, yeah, I'm asking a lot of the game as well. Jonathan says, I bet the new NCAA Dynasty will have a feature where it will show athletes get in trouble for cheating or other athlete issues. I think that'll be really interesting. and then, yeah, you said, and then you have to deal with it as a head coach. I think that would be awesome. I would love to see them have, you know, some sort of player, I don't know, team morale, player situations. Like, I would, like, obviously they are trying to, the game is probably going to try to shed as positive of a light on the players as possible. So I doubt we'll see stuff like players, you know, gambling, cheating. They're probably going to avoid some of that stuff, but they could probably do it with some sort of like suspension system. Like, you don't have to tell us exactly what happened. We could probably make up those stories ourselves, but like, I would love to have some of, and we've talked about this in my streams before, I hope that the game has like a chaos element, right? Where like, whether it's through injury or it's through inclement weather or it's through, you know, suspensions, I hope that there's like a level of chaos that makes the game feel really authentic. And it not in a cheesy way, but in like a, college football is so unpredictable and you never know what's going to happen. So I would love to see that incorporated into the game somehow. I don't know how, but it would be super cool to have like, you just never know. And today this crazy thing happened and now you have to deal with it. That would be so fire. It's crazy that you have to manage your classes and your GPA and Road to Glory. I know, that's so sick. That little update was so cool. Oh, shit. Oh. Roy, why is your release so fucking slow? Obviously, I was trying to hit, what was that, Taylor on the late slant route out to the sideline, but unfortunately, Roy's fucking motion, molasses. 2nd and 10. That's what we get for trying to throw the ball all the time on first down. But falls incomplete. Nothing crazy happened. But yeah, NCAA 11 with Road to Glory. I think that's going to be super fun. I wasn't really thinking very much about, oh my God, Casey Smith, you baller. I wasn't thinking very much about doing like a individual story mode, like create a player. I was really thinking Dynasty only, but some of those things that they talked about, I think could make Road to Glory a real opportunity on the channel, to be honest. I really could see us doing something with Road to Glory. So yeah, very, very cool stuff. I don't love any of those plays. Let's keep it safe and go QB power here. This might be a silly decision, but I like the idea of just keeping it in our QB's hands here. 3rd and inches. Go ahead and slide down. Yep. Nice and conservative. We've got the chew clock going a little bit. No reason to be in a hurry. Got the nice healthy lead. Got the backup QB. Just kind of win in advance mentality here. Trying to get us through to the next round. I'm at work. I'll be lurking. Yo, thank you so much, Pat. I appreciate you checking in. Thank you guys all for having the stream up and just kind of hanging out. Happy Friday to all of you, wherever you are and whatever you're up to. If you're working, if you're chilling. Roy Morris with a great run. If that's Andrew Adams, he houses that. He is so much faster than Roy. Nice little run there. Good QB keeper. I hope the zone read is an element of the new game, but I will say in NCAA 14, it's a little overpowered. You can really lean on the zone read game kind of all the time in this game. And I hope that that's a little bit fixed, to be honest. I genuinely do. But we'll see. We'll see. It's a little OP in this game. Ooh. Pressure look coming from the right. He does not come ultimately. Yeah, they're all over this. Oh my God. I could have run, but let me show you what I was thinking. Let me show you what I saw. Roy takes the hit. We are going to go down for the sack. Tommy Chambers. Tommy Chambers coming as naked as possible. He starts over here, number 85. He's running the out route against the outside leverage. That's covered up all day. And then he just goes. And right here, look what we got going on. I know I'm running the opposite way, but he's covered. And then you got the other DBs all the way on the other side of the field. So when I stop and go to throw, Tommy's got the field. He's got the flag post up. He's trying to get to it. And you can see my hands separated all the way down there. So I had already hit the button. It was probably going to be underthrown, but he's so wide open that it wouldn't have mattered. Oh, heartbreaking. Take the sack. We had him wide open. I wish we could have gotten the ball out of our hands. 2nd and 15. I'm going to switch to the side of this play. I'm trying to get cheeky with a little Casey Smith out of the backfield. A little QB or a halfback screen. It works. Casey Smith got speed to the edge. He gets tripped up. There's no way that guy runs with him. There's no way that man is able to catch up. Ah! Should have housed that. Good run. Gonna leave us with a 3rd and short. Okay, we didn't talk about this when we watched the trailer. How sick was the audio? Like, genuinely. They are killing it with the soundtrack. Obviously, having all of the different marching band elements, incorporating Welcome to the Jungle. They killed it with the audio. You guys know they did. That was so fire. That was so fire. So, very, very happy about that. Okay, speaking of your background, did you see Feltright came out with college designs? I did not. Kangwin, you're going to have to link me. I think I'm on their email list, but I haven't, like, paid close attention to what's going on with their, like, designs. I haven't paid close attention, so that is pretty fire if they've got stuff going on. And Kangwin specifically is talking about Feltright, the company that made the mountain design behind me. They have all kinds of crazy designs that help you do stuff. And, like, this was, like, a pack that I ordered that you can, like, hand place onto the wall if you follow, like, the design path. And, like, it looks fantastic. It's one of my favorite things in my house is the Feltright wall. So, absolutely super cool if they're getting into the college designs. I might have to mess around and get me something. I do think the game is finished. These next 2 months are just for tweaks and bugs. I think so, too. Montavious Walker in the building. I just won the Natty with USF. Hell yeah, bro. That's what's up. What season are you in, Montavious? Welcome in, by the way. 12-team playoff is going to be insane in the new game. I can't wait. We've been using the revamped college football revamped, and it's going to be so dope. It's going to be so dope that they're going to have it just in the game now. I can't wait. I think we're running an ad, so I'm going to pause for a second just because I want to make sure people can hear me. But thank you guys for sitting through some ads. I think they're running it like once an hour, something like that. So thanks for bearing with me. I appreciate you. All right, here we go. Oh, I tried to undercut it. Luckily, Anderson drops it. Jeremy Sims, 50% passing, only 88 yards, got the INT, and his teammates not picking him up. That's a drop. Nicely done. Okay, Sauce said the 12-team playoff's going to be insane. Montavious, I asked, I think, what year you were in. I don't know if you heard me or not. The YouTube's running ads right now on my channel, so I apologize if I'm missing out on some of you guys. Lead back to the sideline. Swatted away by Soul. I did not think he was going to throw that. Holy cow. Jesus, that was dangerous, but he decided to launch it. 3rd and long. Defense is doing its thing. 28-3 is our score. Skaken is in the building. What's going on, Bacon? Good to see you. I'm currently at work, but hi, I appreciate you. I recently moved to a 1-bedroom apartment with fiber. Oh, my God. Fiber is a game changer. Oh, my God. Eric Love, catch the ball. This like hit him in the chest. I don't even think he thought it was going to come to him, but whoo. All right, midway through the 3rd, we got the lead. Should have had a turnover right there. Good D. I hear Minnesota's really good these days. College as well as pro. Minnesota, are they good? Are they any good in football? I guess the Vikings have been decent. Oh, my God, Eric. Oh, my God, Eric. Oh, my God, Eric. Yo, what? Stewart, the backups. Oh, my God, NCAA14. The backup strong safety saves the day. What in the hell is going on out here, man? So the punt goes away. Eric Love, he had a ways to run, but he gets there. I'm not in control of him at all. It hits him in the helmet. And then this guy from Wisconsin doesn't get it. This guy doesn't get it. They had 3, 4, 5, 6 shots at it before anyone can dive on it, and it ends up getting to Stewart. That was insane. I've never seen something like that in this game. I've seen it hit off the helmet on a punt, but I've never seen it go through people's legs like that. What in the world? Montavious says, it's my 5th season. Hell yeah. So you just got the Natty with USF in year 5. That's what's up. Man, that's the beauty, man. Obviously, if you guys are here watching this, you guys are fans of college football to some extent in these games. How fun is it to sort of just build a program? Like, it's unlike... It reminds me of Fortnite. It reminds me in Fortnite in this way. There are a few games that you just can't get the experience from any other game. Like the feeling of winning a solo battle royale, whether it's Warzone or it's Fortnite, there's no feeling in gaming like it. I mean, you just can't recreate it no matter what game. You could play team deathmatch all you want in any other game forever, but college football... some of these like battle royale style games, you just cannot like recreate the feeling of accomplishment in some of these games. You know what I mean? It's insane. 3rd and short. I don't love where we just ran. Casey Smith breaks a tackle, tries to spin out of it. Woo! He's so dynamic. The Heisman Trophy winner, able to pick up the first. Beautiful. Jonathan, I wonder if EA will play it safe to a certain extent. I'm very curious if they're going to play it safe. Like I said, with some of the like suspensions of players and some of that stuff, I don't think they want their cover athletes like ending up having you know, a bunch of storylines in the game that just don't make them look very good. But we'll see. They're going to say like live the life of a college athlete, NIL. I don't know. It's going to be crazy. It was amazing. I'm an LSU fan. I can't wait to play in Death Valley at night. Hell yeah, Sauce. So wait, you're an LSU fan, but your name is Sauce Gardner online? How's that work? Did Sauce go to LSU? Wait, am I tripping? No, he went to Cincinnati. So what the heck you got going on? Good throw, Chandler. Split safety coverage. They got to pick one. One, you can't be right. 2-on-1, deep down the sideline. You cannot be right. We throw a good strike with Roy Morris, and we have broken this game open. Good little press coverage, but we catch him in cover 2. That's what we're talking about. We catch him in cover 2 zone, and that safety right there across the W. Either or, but with the inside leverage, this ball just needed to go up the seam. It's a good throw on the line. About a 40-yarder, right? Yeah, we're going to launch from the 35 down to the goal line on a rope. Chandler Taylor into the end zone. Yes, sir. That is our true freshman backup quarterback orchestrating another touchdown drive in the college football playoff semifinal. Like, this story of this team this season is insane. They only released BYU and Utah since that home state of the company, but say more colleges are to come. Okay, so wait, so are BYU and Utah not in the game? I'm confused. Kangwin, maybe, I don't know. They said 134 teams. Maybe some of the big teams are not in. I haven't really looked into that at all. And we've been dominant. Look at that. 393 total yards, 21 first downs to just 6. We have been in complete control. It feels good. Loving the way the team's playing today. Got the fiber going. The game looks great. They're bringing back the decibel shaking soundscapes with the crowd. That's going to be sick. I can't wait to see some of those atmospheres. I hope it's not super cheesy. Like, I would love to see, like, if a team of, oh, man, drops galore for Wisconsin. That ball was behind. Oh, they only released BYU. Okay, so you're talking about the felt rate pads. Yes. Okay, cool. That's sick. Oh, I'm sure more teams are going to come. Absolutely. But, yeah, like, I wonder if, I hope it's not going to be cheesy to the extent of, like, a team that's senior and veteran, hopefully they are dominant and like can like work through it. Like, what if you have a 4th-year quarterback who is used to playing in this environment? He's got, 2,000 snaps under his belt. Can he deal with the road crowd noise better than the true freshman? That would be cool to see. That would be cool to see. I live in Alabama, but I'm a diehard LSU fan and a diehard New York Jets fan. I see. That is such an interesting combo, Sauce. Like, good for you. That's so funny. Huge hit. Huge hit. They're going to have to go for this here pretty soon, right? 35-3 is our score. They're punting. Wow. Does Wisconsin know it's the last game of the season for them if they don't win? Do they know that? Montavious, I thought all of the schools were in it. I think so too. To be honest, I have not kept up with like who's in or who's out. I know Notre Dame was on the fence, at least at first, right? Because they weren't really sure. But I don't know about the rest of the teams. Good little return there. So yeah, so I think maybe every team is in it. Minnesota went to a bowl last season. Yeah, I mean, I will say if I'm a Minnesota fan, I'm not sure how I feel about row the boat. I think he's been okay. I don't think he's been as good as they thought he was going to be. So, I don't know. We'll see. He's been okay. Ooh. Good run by Smith as we wind down the third quarter. Marshall with a commanding 35-3 lead in the college football playoff semifinal. Looking to go 3 straight titles, 14-0. To be honest, with how much time's left, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get a whole 7th season in. So I'm not sure like how much more of this story there is to tell. We if we win, we will have won 3 years in a row. We will have shown that Marshall could become the team that we wanted them to be. So I don't know what we're going to do on the channel. We may just play some other games. We may mess around. Obviously, we're going to play the new game when it comes out, but I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. I gotta do some deep thinking, and I'm open to suggestions. If you guys want to see certain things on the channel, I'm open to play a lot of different things and see if we can bide our time. You know what I mean? It looks like all 134 teams are in it. Okay, cool. I mean, I feel like we would know if somebody really prominent wasn't in the game and they should have been. What a move by Morris. I don't want to get him hurt, but that was a good move. Love that. Let's see what else we got. They just get to a bowl game or something for Minnesota. That's true. I mean, Minnesota, like, they have lower standards than a lot of other programs. Not like in a bad way, but not everybody is competing for the national championship every year. Sometimes they are trying to win their division. Sometimes they're trying to be bowl eligible. So I think if they were expecting him to be that, they're getting that. But at the same time, if they were wanting something more from him when he arrived, they're probably still waiting, unfortunately. So, okay, 1st and 10. Clock is running. And again, it's no shame. Like, I don't know that world. I grew up in Columbus. I've been a lifelong Ohio State fan. So I don't know what it's like to have a program that is, happy to make a bowl game and to make a bowl game consistently. I'm not opposed to it. Like, good for them, but it's just, I feel like the hype for what the fuck is his name? I can see his face. Row the boat. I feel like the hype was really high, and maybe it was like we were trying to get to like Penn State's level, right, with James Franklin, where we're trying to win. We're trying to impact the big schools regularly. We're trying to win some stuff. This is a dangerous throw. Cedric Britt, go up and get it. Oh, underthrown slightly. Tough scenes. Couldn't make that play. Play action pass. We really shouldn't be launching it like this on them, but at the same time, we're trying to make something happen. I guess we can play for the field goal here. Keep the clock running is the goal. I don't want the clock to stop too many more times. Good play. Only 1 yard. I vote to continue the PGA Romo career. Kengwin, maybe, man. To be honest, I'm not opposed to bringing football or golf back. I actually ended up getting the new PGA game, the EA game, recently as we sneak it in on the field goal, 38-3. I would be down to try out that game. PGA 2K23, I wasn't in love with. And so I would actually be down to play the EA Sports golf game. I actually haven't even opened it. I have it for free from Steam, or maybe I paid it was on sale like $8 the other day. It was like less than $10, and I bought it. And so I haven't even opened it. So I would be down to do some golf content here on the channel. See if we can get something going. We'll see. I might just do the off-season here. I might do the off-season. We might sim. Maybe that's what we do. We have some sim series or seasons here on the channel with Marshall. I just don't know if we go on to win the Natty here, we will have started a dynasty, and I'm not sure how much more story there will be to tell, if that makes sense. Great throw along the sideline to Davis as Sims has time. That's one of the first times we've played cover 3 all day. It's one of the first times we've ran cover 3, and they totally fucking dice it up. So that's fine. No more cover 3 from us. We'll just get back to clamping you down in man coverage. So all we need is FCS schools in the NCAA game. I know, that'll be dope. I'd be down with some smaller Power 5 or Group of 5 schools, and using them, but having an FCS presence would be super cool, especially if you can elevate teams up and down. I would love that. That would be really fun. There's a team builder that we read today, which is insane too. Maybe that's just what it is. Strength of schedule is going to be incredibly important. Can't just sneak in with, ooh, Aaron Soul. Oh, late to the sideline behind the wide receiver, and Aaron Soul, the number 1 middle linebacker in the country. Should have had an INT pick 6. 3rd and long, though. See if we can shut him down one more time. Man coverage has been just shredding them, is the best way to put it. As Sims is under pressure again. Behind, late across his body, swatted down by Mario Sanders as the blanket coverage continues to just swarm Wisconsin. And to be honest, this is what Ohio State does to Wisconsin. This is exactly what it feels like. We've played Wisconsin in the Big Ten title game with all of those first round DBs that Ohio State has had, the corners. Just lock them up. So that has been fun today. Playing man coverage against guys is a lot of fun as Eric Love continues to break tackles. Racked up 430 yards of total offense. 38-3, just a drubbing. Just a drubbing. So, yeah, we got Chew Clock on. Try to run this clock down. Gear up. Gear up. Strength of schedule is going to be super important. You can't just sneak in with being undefeated against mediocre teams. I completely agree. I think it's going to be super, super interesting to see what goes on, John, with how you structure your schedule, what the 12-team playoff is going to look like. It's going to be insane. Skake and Bacon, I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in. Great to catch up with you. I hope you are doing well. Enjoy the rest of work. Thank you guys so much for stopping in during the workday and wherever you are, how you've been checking in. It's been such a fun day. I took today off. I wasn't really anticipating having a chance to do the reveal and stuff, so it's been fun. It's been so fun to hang out with you guys and just daydream and drool over what the future is going to be for us in terms of all of us as college football fans. So super appreciate you guys hanging out, and yeah, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your work, man. We will touch base with you soon, as we are looking at a 1st and 10. Oh, it's late. Cedric, don't take a hit. There we go. 8 yards. I saw him flash a little late. Takes forever to get the ball out, man. Our quarterback and our arm strength, leaving a lot to be desired. I know I'm throwing the ball a little bit. I really don't need to be. There's a world where we should just be running the ball. And we will get back to that. We will get back to that. Can we block? Can you block, Brian? Casey Smith, great balance, but Jesus, a little friendly fire. Get out of the way, bro. Go hit somebody. Help me out. There we go. A little off tackle right, off tackle left. Just Chew Clock. Try to get out of here safely. Marshall will be on to its 3rd straight national championship game, looking to go 3 in a row. See what we can do. Cannot believe it's been like this. I mean, it's been so fun to use Marshall. They have been awesome to play with and to sort of get to know as a program. I've had a blast. So whether or not we continue with the season 7 in this series or not, I will forever be a big fan of Marshall and what we have had going on. So yeah, man, this is what's up. This is what's up indeed. 2nd and 6. Little give to Jeff Clemens, the senior. Inside give, backup running backs. We are running down the clock, holding it down. See if we can get out of here. I think what we're going to do as we wrap this up, I think we're going to call it. We've been live for just over 2 hours. I was thinking about playing the rest of the games, but I think I want to do a little bit of a build-up for the national championship game. I think I'm going to collect my thoughts, regain some energy, and then we'll come back live sometime later, probably end of next week, middle of next week, sort of try to do a little promotional campaign. So if you're enjoying the series, if you had fun today, if you're enjoying what we're doing, want to be a part of it in the future, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll tell the rest of this Marshall story here pretty soon in a couple weeks. And yeah, man, I just appreciate the heck out of you guys as Roy Morris is zigzagging through the D still. I'm probably at the place where I can start to kneel it right there. So yeah, so definitely link up with me, and I'll keep you guys posted on the rest of the schedule and kind of how we're going to tell the rest of the Marshall story. Like I said, it's going to be a blast. So yeah, let's just close this out. I was not trying to score. My goodness. Jeff Clemens into the end zone. Marshall 45-3 when all this is said and done. Just a drubbing. I thought Wisconsin was probably overrated to some extent, but I did not expect them to be this bad, and I don't know why in the world we are. I have no idea what we're doing. Call timeout. Why exactly are we coming out in a play? We're supposed to kick it. I hit triangle. That's why. I was like, why didn't it come out with the field goal unit? I hit the wrong button. Running up the score. I honestly was not trying to. I was trying to run down the clock, but I was in the red zone. I was like too close to score. Just covering the spread exactly. That'll be really interesting. John, you just brought up a great point. Like, since this game came out, the world of college football and sports in general is like inundated with gambling. Like, are we going to have spreads? Like, as part of the, Corso would pick like who he thinks is going to win the game. Are spreads going to be a part of the game now? Like, are you going to be, have an over-under total? Are you going to be able to, like, participate in any of that stuff or at least be shown some of that stuff? I think that's going to be fascinating to see how they handle that as we just completely shut down the speed option. The Marshall D has been fantastic today. I know these guys at Wisconsin are probably not, like, world beaters defensively or offensively, but, like, we have been flying around today. Flying around. Should have, like, 3 interceptions, to be honest. Clock running down. But yeah, like, is gambling going to be a part of it? Like, is that going to be something that the game has, or are they just going to breeze over that? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Kirk always shows teams and looked at the team stats, so I think yes. That's what I mean. I'm sure they're going to still, like, show you who they think is going to win the game, whether it's Kirk or Reese. But, like, are they going to, down at the ticker, show, like, tonight tonight Illinois, Cal, 3 versus 6, Cal -5. You know what I mean? Are they going to get into some of that stuff? I think it's going to be fascinating to see. I can't believe they just threw the ball out of bounds, by the way. Like, just stop the clock. Like, what are we doing? Why are you throwing it? What are you doing? Crazy. Crazy, NCAA14. You crazy. Don't get hurt here, Eric. Please. Please go down. Thank you. All right. That should finally do it. That should finally do it. Let's go special teams. That's why I was hitting triangle, by the way. I was trying to get the QB kneel. Good win, man. Good win. I'm glad you guys were here to watch and hang out. I had a good time playing this game. This one was... I don't want to say it was sketchy at first. I never felt like it was out of control. The first quarter interception was not fun, but at the same time, I thought we played well. Coach Gerard Mayo, by the way, if you guys didn't know, Gerard Mayo has been our head coach the whole time. Great throw by Roy Morris. This was really the deep dagger, the exclamation point. Always felt like we were in control. Defense played great. We locked them up with man coverage. I'm super happy about that. So we'll quickly look at the stats. I want to advance through to see what the championship game matchup is going to be, and then we'll end the stream. So a few minutes away, but I appreciate you guys. I'll just plug. I'm Kimbroplays everywhere on all the socials. I appreciate you guys hanging out and showing love today. If you're new, if you're old, you guys are, you know how much I care about y'all. Y'all are the best. As Coach Mayo holds up the Orange Bowl trophy. Holy. Cole Plays in the building. What's up, Cole? Nice to meet you. Good to have you. Anybody with Plays in their name is a homie of mine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think I've got my, I don't think I have my Kangwin, my command set up here on the YouTube chat. In Twitch, of course, exclamation point socials. But yeah, I'm sorry. A lot of my commands. YouTube still not my favorite platform to stream on. I love YouTube. I'm a huge YouTube fan. I like it more than Twitch. I hope that they continue to advance and level up. I know that you can have some commands and you can do some stuff, but in general, it leaves a lot to be desired, unfortunately. So just know that you can find me on whatever platform you'd like. Kimbroplays everywhere. I've got a kimbroplays.com website where you can check out merch if you guys are interested. We had some people in the chat asking about that earlier, which was super fun. That's where I got my Kimbroplays hat from. So I think Stream Elements can be added to YouTube. I'm actually logged into Stream Elements, but for some reason that stuff doesn't like translate over. So like me being able to see like some of my stats is on Stream Elements, but yeah, for whatever reason, it's not quite working for me. So, all right, let's see. All right, here's the final score. 500 yards total offense. We only threw for 172 just because we didn't need to. We ran for 329 and 4 scores. They were 0 for 2 in the red zone, held to just 1 third down conversion. We split the turnover differential, and they had the ball for 8 total minutes. We had it for 27. That's insane. Just beat the crap out of them. So, yeah, Roy, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns. Casey Smith ran for 82. Roy added another 79, 2 scores. Clemens got in the end zone twice. That's right. Didn't have to throw it a lot. Taylor and Walker scored for us. And then let's check out defensively. Led by Jermaine Johnson. He had 4 tackles, 3 TFLs, and a sack. We also got Paul Stratton in there for a sack. And then the INT from Ryan Young. Good stuff by the boys. Didn't even have a lot to do. They barely had the football. We were in chew clock mode most of the time, to be honest. It was Not a very competitive game at all. So, yeah, feeling pretty good about that performance by the fellas. Pretty good stuff. I'm going to get some music going over here if I can. There we go. There we go. All right, good stuff. 45-3 the final. Casey Smith and Ryan Young are players of the game. Roberts had 40 yards, 25 through the air. Felt like he had more of an impact than that, but maybe not. Maybe not. We win the Orange Bowl. We get credit for that, which is cool. And then what we're going to do is we are going to save the game. I'm going to save it to our backup file just to make sure we have it. And then we got to check out what's going on with the other side of the college football bracket. So if I tab out of here and I go back to this screen, I can end the game. Okay. I'm just trying to get out of the college football game. There we go. Now that I'm out, I can show you guys this screen. What I do here is I open up the Dynasty tool. Let me make sure I'm grabbing the right one. I think it was this one. Yes, this is the right one. And you guys can see that. So we go from here, and we open up our little Dynasty, and we go to the off season. Nope, we go to the season, and we go to the college football playoff. And then we just simply load up our 12-team playoff, and then here we are. Set the semifinals after playing or simming the 4 quarterfinal games. Load the Dynasty, and the app will set up the semifinals. After playing or simming the semifinals. Ooh, that's what I did not do. I forgot to do that. Okay, well, here's what I'll do to save everybody time and because it's 1 o'clock and I'm hungry. We'll do that next time. So we'll start with simming, and then we'll come back and we'll take a look at who's going to be the national title game matchup. So for now, we won our semifinal game. We checked out the new game. It was a great stream, and that's where we will end it. So we'll sim the next game. We'll get ready for the national championship, and then probably the offseason, depending on the timing. We'll play that one game, and we'll do that. So thank you guys so much for everything. Today has been incredible. What a fun stream. You guys are the best. It's nice to meet a bunch of you guys and hang out for the first time. Fired up for the new game. We'll definitely talk a lot more about what the plans are, but yeah, man, have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your loved ones. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for all the love and support today. For real, for real. Awesome. So fun. You guys are the best, man. GG's. I'll holler at you soon, all right? I'm Kimbroplays. I'll see you later. Peace.